Oh, it doesn't need
We
to.
do. I mean, it's recorded anyway.
Yes, it is. How the fuck is the video unavailable?
Uh,
There we go. Okay. On Twitch it was doing weird things. I want that one. And I want that one. Okay.
alright, we're live.
We are live. Hi, stream. There's no one watching, but hi.
Okay, so we'll start off with Isaiah,
hmm
and then and work him into the group. That's essentially what we're going to do here.
Okay.
So you've scouted around the herd, and you've seen Dodge.
hmm
I assume he probably has a map.
he probably does, yeah.
It's not as accurate as it used to be,
No.
but you know that this is Dodge.
Yes. Okay, he will head into Dodge.
All right. You note that the herd is indeed moving closer as you stroll into Dodge.
What sort of pace is it moving?
Not super fast. They just seem to be walking,
Okay.
but they're definitely closer than they were when you first saw them.
Okay.
It seems like they're headed towards the city.
Alright.
One of the first things you see as you walk in is a note demanding that you turn in your guns at the sheriff's office.
Okay. To the sheriff's office then.
It's not hard to find. It's nearish the gate.
hmm
The sheriff is a balding guy, probably in his 50s. You assume it's the sheriff. He's sitting at a desk with his feet up and smoking a cigar and reading something.
Excuse me, Sheriff. I assume.
Uh, yeah, how can I help you? Oh, here to drop your guns off, he says, eyeing the scoped rifle.
Yeah, saw a note on my way in. Thought I'd come drop some things off.
It's a fancy piece you have there, he says, eyeing the Whitworth.
That it is. Yes, sir.
I assume it would be a shame if that got damaged.
Oh, very much so, Sheriff. Very much so.
I'll lock it up in the back for you.
Thank you. Probably one of these as well. Pulls out the two Remington 1442s, I think is what they are. The pistols.
Indeed, he says. So, what brings you to Dodge, he says.
Well, I mean, first of all, just want to check. You are aware of the green guy and the herd of cattle out yonder?
Uh, Out of character for a sec, did anyone tell the sheriff about that yet?
Darren did.
Darren
Aaron
did.
did?
Darren did. The
Okay.
second time you saw the
Yeah,
sheriff, he told him.
yeah, alright. Then he's like, yeah, I might be looking for some help to solve that problem, he says.
Alright, well, that brings me on to one of the other things I'm asking you for. Work. Don't suppose, well, guess you now, but anyone else need any work doing? I'm an
Uh,
okay shot with that there rifle.
it's definitely possible someone else would be, but I am certainly interested, he says. I have a sort of team that works on these things, and they're down a few people this week, apparently. The sheriff does not currently know. Darren is gone, though. He's referring to the other people that are missing.
I mean, what is all the details of the job?
Well, we need to stop that herd from destroying the town, firstly, he says. Basically, this is a group of people that, I pay, and they help troubleshoot these weird issues I assume you've seen some of. These undead and things like that.
Yeah, I've come across some of the undead. I was at Gettysburg for a little bit, so
Oh, I heard there were thousands of them there, he says.
yeah. Thankfully, I missed that. I was just there at the start when there was only a few.
No, it's all right. Well, let me give you directions to the house these folks stay in.
Sure.
He gives you directions. He says it's only a little bit out of town, about a mile.
Well,
Shouldn't have any trouble finding it. He marks it on your map for you.
no, I shouldn't have no trouble with that. There's one last thing might be able to help him with. I am trying to look up an old, well, not exactly a friend, but associate, I guess. I served with him a while back. Goes by the name of Darren Floyd.
Uh, what's your business with Darren? He asks curiously.
I'm just trying to look him up. Been a while since I've seen him, and
He might actually be out at that house, he says.
oh really?
Yeah, he's one of the people that was working for me.
All right
Uh,
then.
I kind of hard to get along with, he says.
Yeah, I found him to be
Abrasive, bad
uh
tempered.
uh not exactly, but kinda. He was heading that way. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, he'd be out there if you want to talk to him, he says.
All right. Thank you.
Uh, I don't suppose you. How far's the herd now? He asks.
Isaiah would know because he has
Yeah.
Deadeye and all that shit.
Yes, they're currently about 10 miles away.
Oh, they're about 10 miles away.
Guess they're moving at maybe 3 miles an hour, maybe less.
They're moving at a slower pace, maybe 3 miles per hour.
Still means they're going to be here by this evening, he says.
Yeah, we'll go about today. Oh,
He looks
yeah.
worried. You can make a body language roll if you wish.
I do. Oh, it's got decent body language. That's a terrible roll, though. that's not good. That's 14. My body language is better than that, I think. Where's body language? Yeah, 15. So I success by one.
Yeah, he seems legit concerned about this. He says, yeah, that guy's not happy about us killing cattle or buffalo.
No. Alright.
He seems to have adopted them, and, well, he gestures to his nose. I assume you can smell the buffalo slaughter yards, he says.
Yeah, it's not exactly hard to miss.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be happy if he gets here.
No. Alright.
So, why don't
Well,
you head out to that farm? You can take your guns if you're headed straight there, he says.
I will be, yes, sir.
All right, well, let me give you these back. Hands them over.
Okay.
Does Isaiah have a horse? I
No, he
assume
does
he has a
not.
horse.
He
All right.
does not.
All right. Well, the sheriff doesn't know this, so he does not offer you one.
So, if I accept this job, what is the pay?
Well, I've been paying about $50 a month, he says. But I also provide some supplies, you know.
Such as?
Oh, you know, horses. Sometimes things like ammunition and dynamite.
I mean, if you could perchance procure me a horse.
Yeah, but I gotta warn you, your friends have been hard on the horses.
That is fantastic.
We don't have that many great ones left, so you're probably gonna get a scrawny nag, he says. But I it will be a horse that, you know, carry you around, he shrugs.
Yeah,
Free horse. Free horse, he says.
I guess that'll have to do then.
Why don't you come with me and I'll hook you up with one, he says.
Of
He
course.
takes his feet off his desk and leads to a nearby barn,
Okay.
where indeed not the finest of horses are stables.
How nearby is it? Is it like next
Oh,
door or a
it's
few
yeah, it's
doors down?
like it's a couple doors down.
Whilst we're walking, can I roll observation to see what I can see in the limited time I'm in Dodge?
Yeah. What does observation do exactly?
I don't recall precisely. That's a
I
good
can
roll
look it
though.
up real quick.
That's a 5. That's a
Oh,
success by a lot.
yeah.
Success by 11.
Let's see. Skill of observing dangerous or interesting situations without letting others know you are watching. Interesting. Uh,
Is there anything with a roll of 11 or success by
well,
11?
you definitely see a lot of signs that buffalo are slaughtered here. The stink from the slaughter yards is just gross. You can see people walking around with, leather clothes on and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You also just sense some sort of simmering, like, hostility under the surface of everything. People seem on edge, afraid, and you've spotted a few signs around town. Like you see a group of cowboys with the red armbands, which I'm sure Isaiah would know what that means.
Oh, yeah, you'd probably know.
Yeah, you can make. Does he have history or anything?
No, I don't know history. What would he have that could do this? I don't think he's got
Make an
anything.
IQ roll if not, or perception if nothing else works.
IQ perception.
I mean, probably IQ.
Okay, that's not as good, but that's a success by enough. That's 9, success by 5. 4, 4.
All right. Yeah. You see some guys with red armbands, and you are familiar with like rumors of this group of guys calling themselves the Cowboys who seem pretty awful. You've heard tales of them, raiding towns on the border and just being general assholes.
Yeah, I mean,
You you
Isaiah
see
would.
the sheriff gives them kind of a hard look. He doesn't address them and he doesn't say anything to you about it, but he sees them and does not look pleased.
I mean, Isaiah would know of Quantrill. He's nailed it. He's older than Darren was, so he's been
Oh no,
in the army
different
for a long
group.
time. Yeah, I know, but still.
He'd know of Quantrill too,
Yeah,
for sure, yes.
yeah,
I think practically everyone heard about Quantrill.
yeah. So he's used to raiders, if you will.
These guys are probably not as bad as Quantrill.
No, but it's
I'm not sure how you quantify
oh.
their incredible shittiness because they're both horrible.
Mhm.
But yeah, you've heard a little bit about these guys, and you see a couple of them push into a bar and just start like being fucking rude to people.
Mhm. Sheriff, may I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm. He says, walking along.
Why do you allow those cowboys such freedom here?
Well, there's about 200 of them, and I only have so many, well, deputies. He says
I was not aware there was that many of them. That explains it. Okay.
that there are a lot. They don't always hang out together, but
So you
they
fuck with them.
hear back when you kill them or whatever. If I threw them out of town, they would just go get their boss and come here and be incredible assholes.
Yeah, you fuck with one, you fuck with all of them. Okay.
That's basically how they operate. Yep, he says. So I do enforce the no guns with them, and they are kind of shitty about it, but you know at least they aren't walking around armed most of the time.
No, that is fine. Okay.
But yeah, watch yourself with them, he says.
I will do. Don't you worry about that.
They get you a saddle for the nag,
Mhm.
and reins and that sort of thing.
Mhm.
Here you go.
Thank you, Sheriff. I
It
will.
it doesn't have a name, so feel free.
I think Biscuit. Biscuit's a good name for a horse.
Yeah, it's pretty good, he says, looking like he actually doesn't give a shit. Anyway, why don't you head out and rouse those layabouts and find out what the fuck their plan is, he says.
I will do. Thank you, Sheriff.
I'm gonna need to hear back from the group like soon, because well, they're drawing ever closer.
That they are. Okay, I will. I'll do what I can for you, Sheriff.
He nods.
I guess this
He
constitutes me as accepting your job offer as well.
Indeed, he says, and he reaches into his pocket and pulls out a badge.
I said,
Welcome to the Dodge Rangers, he says.
the Dodge Rangers. Okay. Takes the badge.
It's just a shiny piece of tin, really.
Mm-hmm. Is in the shape of a star.
It is.
Yes. Alright.
It says Dodge on it.
Is it spelled correctly?
It is.
Alright. Isaiah will pin it on somewhere. They'll head out towards the house.
The sheriff nods and turns to his office. Doesn't take you too long to get out to the house. What time would you think you headed into Dodge? I was thinking morning.
Yeah, morning. Sort
All
of
right.
quite early. 8, 9.
All right. You get out to the house about 9 o'clock. It's only about a mile out of town, so it takes you, I don't know, 15 minutes if you're not working at it.
Okay.
The place looks like it was a cattle ranch. There's a big ass barn and a quite large house that obviously has had lots of room for cowboys to sleep in or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
There's a tall man wearing a dress in the barn.
God damn it.
He looks out. Who are you? He says.
The name's Isaiah. Who are you?
I'm Carl.
Well,
God.
pleasure to meet you, Carl.
I protect this house. Have you come with bad intentions? He says.
No, I
If
have.
so, I have a place to bury you. He gestures to a smallish graveyard next to the barn.
Jesus.
No, I have not come with bad intentions. I've been sent by the sheriff.
Oh, the sheriff, he says. Well
Yes.
then, I suppose you want to head inside and speak to, he furrows his brow. Imya, I guess?
Okay. So if you are the defender of this property, am I allowed in?
Uh,
Does Emia hear this?
no, not yet. As long as you don't cause any problems, I mean, if you give me a reason to kill you, I got this here shovel. I can get you a rock.
Ah, duly noted, sir. Duly noted.
Yeah, there's several gravestones. Maybe 5 at this point.
Where are our horses? Oh wait, Emia doesn't know yet.
All right, yeah, Imya, you're just getting up. You have just discovered the note, but you don't know what the fuck it says. Fred is coming. Fred is coming out of his room, and he too has a note, and is just like arching his eyebrows at it, like, "What the fuck is this?"
Look for Barnabas.
Barnabas is in the kitchen having a cup of tea.
Good morning, Barnabas.
Morning, Imya, he says. What's that you got there? Oh shit, he says. As
Yes.
if he recognizes what you have there.
Do you know what it says?
Yes, Darren asked me to write you some notes, he says.
Oh, and what is written on it?
Well, geez. Do you want me to read it out to you?
No, no, I'm just doing the correct
Do you want
part.
me to read it in Darren's voice?
Yeah, Darren should read it out, actually, because otherwise no one's going to know what it says, so, yeah.
Oh, okay, hang on. I've got to... can you send it on Discord?
I got
Uh,
Someone send it, I don't care who, just someone.
I gotta find Fred's for you, because Fred wants it. But
That's
I'm
Emia's.
literally just scrolling up here. Alright.
I can get it on my PC if need be, but...
I'll get to it.
So
How far back can it be? Pretty far back,
yeah,
actually.
we talk a lot, but it shouldn't be
Yeah.
that far back. Yes, Fuck, it was last week, wasn't it? Last Wednesday.
It was a while
Oh,
ago.
fuck it. I'll get it on PC, it's fine. I'll just find the text document.
Like 500 pages back, and I fucking found it.
Yeah, I'll find it, don't worry. I want eDrive.
I just found them.
Okay. Oh, that makes that a lot easier.
All right. All right, you're reading Imya's, I assume.
Yeah, I need both. Oh,
Mine's in the Discord.
All right. I will get Fred's then. If you want to start reading Imya's, go for it.
did you send it?
He said he
It's in
put
the
it in the
Discord.
Oh, put
Discord.
it in Discord. Okay, I thought he was going to send it to me. Okay.
I'll put Fred's in here too.
Yep. So, Emil, boy, for a man that can't shoot straight, you alright. You gotta be careful without going in people's head shit though. One day you're gonna get caught out, and I won't be there to help fix it. Another thing, if you gonna use that gun, you gotta get better at using that gun, boy. And that calls to me. After I showed you my past, feels like my past is howling in my ears. I ain't ashamed of it. If anybody wants to know, when you tell them what I showed you. Now remember, Emil, Zed is the enemy. He's smart, tenacious, and powerful. It's one of the two things that I found that scare me. I'm gonna keep doing what I told you I was gonna do. I just hope I don't lose myself along the way. You gonna need someone willing to make the sacrifice that I made, boy. Don't let it, don't let it be you that takes that on. That shit will tear you up inside, Emil. Most of don't want to say this. You need to let Fred take that on.
Fred says, "What the fuck? Where the fuck did he go?" Barnabas kind of shrugs. I don't know. He forced me to write these letters for you. You're gonna have to talk to him if they don't answer your questions. Anyway, he turns towards Fred's note.
So some of Fred's is now wrong because he doesn't, because Darren doesn't know some of it because we never did that.
Adjust it as you wish.
Okay. 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 Fred, we've been traveling together for a long time now. We've been through some shit that's bounded us closer than the others. That being said, I ain't really got no family anymore, but I consider you my brother, in a way. Now I'm sorry for just disappearing like this, but I had to. If I didn't, then you, at least, would want to know where I was going, and wouldn't want help. And I can't tell you that, and I ain't gonna let you leave with me. I ain't gonna be the one to drag you away from here, Fred. You seem happy here. You're my best friend, Fred. I ain't gonna take you away from this. I'm just following Na's directions. Stay with these people, Fred. God knows I need you.
Fred just shakes his head like, what the fuck? Was there anything else we should know? Says Fred. And who's that? I assume Isaiah's come in at this point.
Yeah, he's just sort of standing in the doorway, about to knock on the frame, and he sees all three of you standing there. Oh.
Who the fuck's that guy? Says Fred.
And he just looks even more shocked now, like, what's all this happening?
Good morning.
Who are you? Says Fred.
Name,
Dropping a hand to his pistol.
name's Isaiah McCraw.
What brings you here? He says.
Well, a few things really. One, I'm after Darren Floyd. Told he lives here. Two, the sheriff kind of pointed me in this direction, saying you guys need some help dealing with the green guy and his herd of cattle.
Uh,
And Carl,
Fred looks at Emmett. Darren was here.
you mean I missed him again?
Seems to have run off in the night, says Fred, looking. You don't know Fred's name, but this make a body language check.
Pass. The 4. Wait,
He
wait.
seems.
So 15. Is a 4 a crit or not?
Yes.
That's a crit
I think a
success.
4 is. Fred is looking confused and pissed. Anyway, my name's Fred, he says, offering a hand.
So remember the last message I sent you? Like one of the last ones?
Yes.
Okay. Isaiah will move
You
forward.
look familiar, he says.
Yeah, I'll
Gee.
take. Isaiah shakes. Yeah, I'll take it. You probably served some with them.
Indeed, he says.
Yes.
Looking. Yeah. Not gonna ask you which side you were on, he says.
The
Since
losing.
it's over.
Yeah, the losing side, I would assume.
I think everyone was on the losing side, says Fred.
Exactly.
Well, this here's Imya. Gestures to Imya.
Yeah, the guy outside told me to come meet you. Isaiah holds his hand up.
Oh,
He greets him, but uh, not in the way Isaiah would expect.
Okay, how's he greet?
with a kiss on the lip.
A big old hug.
Like, when's the last time he greeted everyone? What did he do?
I don't
I
remember.
don't remember. That was a long time ago.
That was a fucking long time ago.
Yeah, I think he just rose his hand and bowed a bit. Yeah, I think that's what he did.
Fred says, Imya's a little strange, but he's not a bad guy. I
Alright.
take it, this here's Barnabas. He gestures to an elderly man with silver gray hair. He's wearing like a gray robe. Looks like some kind of scholar or monk or something.
Wait, that reminds me. Where's Bob?
You don't know. You haven't seen him.
He'll turn to Fred. Did Bob leave too?
Fuck if I know, says Fred. He goes to the room you gave Bob and is like,
It was Baal.
some guy named Samurai Bob, says Fred. It's like looking in the room and going, no, he's fucking gone.
Mia sighs.
So,
Uh,
can I just ask? There was 5 of you, and now there's only 3 of you. And you've
I
got
mean,
a herd of cattle, and some green guy that I heard from the sheriff wants to come destroy Dodge.
oh yeah, he gave you one of those badges, says Fred.
Yeah, I took up the job.
Did he give you a horse, says Fred?
That he did.
Pretty crappy horse, says Fred.
Yeah, that it is.
Yeah, I'm afraid, friends have been a little hard on the horses, he says.
Again, the sheriff did mention that you hadn't had much success with them.
Yeah, we had another guy with us that, hit one of the horses with a fireball. Good size.
I'm fireball. Okay.
Yeah. Is Isaiah? Why don't you describe Isaiah for the group?
Okay. So Isaiah is let me just scroll up on GCA if I can find my mouse. Oops. So Isaiah is 6'4". He is 160 pounds. He looks to be in his late 20s, sort of 27ish, 28. Okay. Yeah, he's bald, from what you can see, but he's wearing a large cowboy hat, large sort of Stetson type thing. This looks like he's got quite a large scar in the centre of his forehead, and he's not clean shaven. He's got some stubble going on. He's just wearing sort of jeans and a shirt with a large belt buckle and just cowboy boots. On his back, he has quite a long rifle with an equally long telescope on it.
Fred is checking that out.
Okay.
That one of them Whitworths, he says.
That it is, sir. That it is.
Unusual weapon, he says. You good with it?
I am pretty good with it, yeah. Guess you could say. I mean, that is what I did during the war, you know.
We could probably use another person that could shoot. Uh, you're not like a psychotic evil monster, are you? Says Fred.
I feel like you asking me that for a reason, but no, I'm not. At least I don't think
we,
so.
we've run into some people in this changed world that were distinctly unpleasant, says Fred.
I'm sure you have. Yeah, but no, I ain't like that.
He
No.
looks relieved.
So anyway, Isaiah also has two Remington 1442s. If that is the right model, I don't remember. Uh,
I
so
don't know off the top of my head.
I think that's what they're called. Anyway, so he's got one that's got an ivory handle and one that's got an ebony handle. So there's the one on his right hip is holstered normally, and one on his left hip is in a cavalry holster. So the handle points outwards.
Fred sighs, looks at him. I suppose we should go try to deal with this situation. He's just like Fred looks like he's out of his depth.
Ymir sighs.
So
Hopefully, we'll be able to convince him otherwise.
so what exactly is the situation right now?
That there, I don't know if you saw green fella, says Fred, trying to come up with the right words.
I did see a green guy, yes, surrounded by a whole host of cattle.
It turns out he can talk to cattle, and he's more fond of them than humans. So you can imagine he might take a dim view of cattle ranching and buffalo slaughter, says Fred.
I can't imagine, yes, sir.
He seems to have some sort of kinship and magical control over them. He looks at Imya for clarification.
It's not magical. The cattle just naturally adore him,
Alright,
but
so
he can't connect to them magically.
So, I might believe that you are a mage of some description, sir, says to Ymir.
Not in the traditional sense, but you could say that.
Okay. And
the fuck is a traditional mage, says Fred, looking baffled.
He turns to Barnaby and he points at him. I think that would be one.
Barnabas looks vaguely offended. I am not some common traditional mage. I am a scholar, sir.
He just shrugs. Well, you and Adeline seem to do magic the same way.
I'm sorry, that's another name. Who was Adeline?
She's like a healing lady, says Fred.
So a doctor?
Yeah, she was a doctor in the war.
Right, okay. Where is she exactly?
I don't fucking know, says Fred, looking aggravated.
And when is
we're missing a few people at this point.
so
Well, with Darren also fucking taking off and disappearing, he says.
these
And it grinds his teeth briefly.
Isaiah will take out a cigarette, his box of matches, and light it off the back of a chair. Then strike the match off the back of the chair and light the cigarette and start smoking it. So,
Fred gets some coffee and pours some whiskey in.
So, these people that ain't here right now, when are they likely to return? Is it gonna be today sometime or what?
They didn't tell us. Says Fred. He looks at Emiya. Did they tell you?
No, and I haven't decided to talk to them during the time they left, so I don't know.
At this
Right.
point, the man in the dress wanders in. So, he says, "This guy all right, or should I plant him in the backyard?"
No, he's fine. You can add him to the list for people not to kill.
Oh man, I'm getting tired of adjusting that list. Says Carl.
Cole doesn't fucking adjust it. He just
Huh?
reads it. Cole doesn't adjust it, he just reads it.
Yeah. Anthony would not be aware of this, but Darren had a huge argument with Carl and made Barnabas make several changes to the list.
Again, after the
Oh
end of the
yeah.
last session.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
We should probably get into town and talk to the sheriff, says Fred.
Right, so I've got some information to give you guys quickly. Takes another draw on his cigarette. The cattle are moving towards Dodge. In case you are not aware of that, they probably gonna be here by the end of the day. Dusk, I'll guess maybe.
Yeah, that's about what I guess, says Fred darkly.
Right.
So, you're sure he's okay, says Carl?
So I am fine.
He points at the badge. Are you one of the shiny people now?
I guess I am. Yes, sir.
Oh, here. Points you to a room. Feel free to put your stuff in here then.
Thank you.
Whose room is it?
It's the one Bob abandoned. The bed
Okay.
is the bed is not made, but otherwise it's empty.
Can I look at the other rooms? Are there any nice ones?
I mean, there's one with the bed made.
That'll do.
Carl looks aggrieved.
So no. Are there any rooms that have a better tactical advantage?
Tactical advantage?
Tactical advantage, yes sir.
In a bedroom?
Yep.
Yes, one of them is a small minaret. No. No, not really. Like, one of them's closer to the kitchen.
I mean, do you want me to roll tactics?
You can roll tactics if you want, but it's just a converted cattle ranch. It's not
Oh
a
no, but
fortress.
is there something with like a window that faces, I don't know, at least one direction or something?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't find it because
Most
that's
of the
crit.
rooms have windows, so
Well,
that's
I don't find any tactical advantage, so I just take whatever room. Because that's a crit fail.
Ooh. At least that's out of the way.
Yes.
you accidentally bang your head looking around.
Ah, shit.
Fuck are you doing? Says Carl.
I was looking around, see if there's any different rooms.
You don't like the room I gave you? He
No,
says.
the room you gave me is fine. Don't you worry, sir.
Oh, good. He says.
Isaiah will take the room.
Fred heads outside. You hear a, "What the fuck, Carl?"
Amy's gonna go outside and see what happened.
Isaiah will join them.
Alright, so how many graves were here last time you looked, Anthony?
There was
One,
two.
Yeah, there's about 8 now.
Where's our horses?
They're in the barn.
Okay, they're alive.
Yep.
8 graves. 8.
Well, I mean, 2 of them were there from before.
There's
Oh my
still
God.
6 other people. Or
What
things.
happened?
Oh, people came by, says Carl.
What were they wearing?
he describes like a normal sounding couple, like some other random people. He's like,
Oh no!
you guys told me to protect the place, so when they came by, well, I planted them over here.
You did that to them, but not to Isaiah, who was heavily armed.
Oh no! Darren yelled at me for killing them. He says, looking sad. So Barnabas adjusted the list and asked. Well, Darren asked me to see if people were a danger before I killed them. He says that wasn't. He looks aggravated. That was not what the paper said. He takes out a paper you can't. He takes out a paper you can't read and waves it in your face.
Can Isaiah move forwards and take the paper?
Yeah, he doesn't stop you.
What does it actually say?
I mean, you know, from Darren having dictated part of it. Initially, it was just protect the place.
No, but
now it has a bunch of crossed out shit and like ask if they're dangerous before killing them. Like, it says it's okay to kill guys with red armbands.
So, you do realize that you're gonna be killing cowboys, correct?
Yeah, he says, pointing at two of the graves.
Okay. You, both you, he points at Imya and Fred. Are you both okay with this? Cause, cowboys is just, fuck one of them, you fuck with all of them. And your friend has already fucked with two of them over there.
I'm afraid that pig's been fucked, says Fred.
Darren's already gotten us into a mess with the cowboys.
Jacob too.
Oh.
Jacob literally has them as an enemy.
Oh
they
my
can,
god.
They can show up on a roll, yeah.
So does Darren, so.
Yeah.
So, who's Jacob? That's another new name.
Another member that left at the same time as Adeline.
Oh my.
I guess he and Adeline are off doing something else this Fred. Anyway, guy likes to bring knives to a gunfight.
Does it win at least?
I mean, I don't think he's been in that many gunfights this Fred. I don't know.
From what I've seen, yes.
Oh, that's fine. If he's got the skill to back up those balls, I do not mind.
He eyes the Whitworth. I gotta say that seems generally handier than a knife, but whatever, says Fred. I like knives. Fuck it.
I mean, I got one, and he pulls out his knife, and so I like the Remingtons. It's engraved nicely. It's it would be tastefully done if it wasn't just so gaudy. It's highly polished, so like bright steel, but then it's inlaid with like gold or brass or something of that nature.
Mother of pearl.
No.
Why not?
Because I don't like.
They did make guns with that, you know.
I know, but I don't like mother of pearl.
It came to mind because I saw a thread on antique Korean swords, and they're quite gaudy.
Nice.
Lots of mother of pearl on the hilts and the sheaths and whatnot. Fred looks at the pile of gravestones.
So how exactly do we explain that to the sheriff? If he ever comes here.
Maybe we shouldn't, says Fred slowly. I'm not sure I want to talk about this anymore. He looks at him, yeah. Barnabas remained inside, so...
We should probably get started on dealing with Terran.
Yes, can I have my paper back? Asked Carl. I need it.
Of course. Hands the paper back.
He looks at Isaiah again. You see him running his fingers over the lines. Seems to decide it's alright, puts the paper away, and walks back into the barn.
That man is strange, I guess is the only way to describe him.
Yeah. Yeah, he's strange, says Fred. You remember that time you wanted to wrestle?
Yes.
A little
Why,
weird, right?
why do I feel like this is a story I'm gonna regret asking about? But please explain.
Fred lets him, yeah.
I'd rather we start getting onto the task at hand.
No, I would appreciate it if you just explain the story to me. I mean, we can
Fred
do
gets the horses.
what's right. You can do what's right if you want, but
Darren wanted to wrestle Carl. Carl chose to murder a horse to bathe in its blood to be slippery while he wrestled.
oh, I see.
Yeah, he tore the horse's heads clean off with his bare hands, says Fred.
What that man did that.
Uh-huh.
Ymia nods.
Okay then, that is okay. All right.
I,
That
I would try to stay away from becoming part of his rock pile, says Fred.
or I have no interest in being planted in your garden, your boneyard.
We'll just call it Carl's Garden, says Fred, hopefully.
Carl's garden, goddammit.
uh,
I wonder what fruit it shall produce.
Oh god.
Carl, he says, did Darren make those courses stay dead? Carl shrugs. I don't know. They ain't climbed out of the ground yet, he says.
I I can do my rituals, but I haven't seen them do any effects like Darren's.
Oh, there is a spell exactly like Darren's, but it costs like 20 fatigue points per corpse.
Oh
no,
jeez.
I'm sorry. You're saying that Darren can make corpses stay dead?
uh, yeah, says Fred.
Okay, he has changed somewhat since last time I knew him.
Oh, well, that wouldn't surprise me, says Fred. What did he look like last you knew him? He's saddling the horses at this point. Carl is helping him.
Well, he had sharp teeth, remember that much. But apart from that, just kind of a normal looking guy.
Let's just say he found God, says Fred.
Oh, he had God when I knew him, but God never answers him.
Yeah, well, he found a different God that does answer him.
I'm sorry, can you say that again for me, please?
So, no doubt you've noticed some changes, says Fred.
I have, yes, sir.
Uh, Aaron and his God might have had something to do with that. Anyway, you've seen some weird shit. Well, there are gods that are real and that answer people now. Apparently,
And
Darren's
one,
one of them.
and one of them is fucking Floyd.
Yup.
Dear God. Alright, well, I'm gonna need time to process that, but I guess we got something to be getting on with.
Yeah, the horses are all settled at this point. Fred mounts up.
Ymia would too.
Isaiah for the
Fred
suit.
Fred has a rifle and two pistols.
Is Barnabas with us?
Barnabas is in the house, still drinking tea, apparently. You want to go get him?
Yeah, he will.
What do you say to him?
Barnabas, we're going to see Taryn.
Oh, he says. How's that gonna go, you think?
Hopefully good. You said you wanted to come with us when we did.
Yeah, I gotta check this out, I guess, he says. Be a shame if my place in Dodge gets flattened.
Emiya nods and starts walking ahead.
So whilst they've been doing that, Isaiah talked to Fred.
Yep.
So, Fred, you struck me as a man that is almost a master at arms.
I fight, says Fred.
Alright then,
Bare hands, knives, guns. I fight.
so we got Ymir that does some magic, Barnabas that does more magic, you the fights, me the fights.
Barnabas generally does not help us out in fights, says Fred, vaguely irritated. He insists he's a impartial observer, whatever the fuck that is, he says.
Well, that would probably mean that he doesn't want to take a side, just wants to see shit.
Yeah, that's pretty much his thing, says Fred, yeah. He writes shit down, and yeah, that's his main thing.
Right, that is good to know that we can't already depend on him. That's for our information, I guess.
Yeah, he's a good source of info, says Fred. If you find something weird, he's a good person to ask about it.
Has he got any idea what this Terran guy is? I assume that's the green guy.
Yeah, no. He hasn't met the Beef Lord yet, says Fred.
Wait, the Beef Lord? What? What the fuck? Who will the... Is that this Terran, this green guy? Is he the
Yeah,
Beef Lord?
he saw him with all the beef, right, says Fred?
I guess.
Someone gave him the name the Beef Lord, so he just rolled with it, I guess.
Right. What
He works for this. He was working for this real asshole down south named Phylon.
What the fuck have I got myself into?
The opening salvos of a war, says Fred.
I don't mind that. I mean a thriving war.
It's a strange war, but all war is weird and terrible, says Fred.
Yeah,
Or as I can tell.
find me a war that makes sense, and I will find you. I fucking know something.
Alright, at this point, Ymia and Barnabas come out.
Mhm.
Carl waves goodbye.
Isaiah waves back.
So if people come by and I don't kill them, should I give them runes, he says?
Turn them away.
Turn them away, he says, scratching his jaw.
Ask them to leave the area.
Do you need that
How
written
about that?
down? Do you need that written down for you?
He looks at his list. Alright, that's pretty close, I think, he says.
So Isaiah read it. Are they pretty close?
I mean, you also dictated it as Darren's.
Yeah, but that was like Saturday. I don't remember it now.
You pretty much tried to word it so that he would not kill people unless they gave him a reason, but Carl has his own way of interpreting things very literally. So you have to be very end up with a backyard full of gravestones.
Oh my god.
Well, you told him to protect the house. So he did.
But then he didn't.
Carl.
God damn it.
Isaiah will walk up or trot over to Carl, grab the list, grab a pen, and just scratch out the new instructions.
Well, which instructions are you crossing out?
No, he doesn't cross them out. He writes it, scratches it on.
All right.
If
What does he
nobody's
write?
if nobody's here apart from you, if you're the only person here, and someone approaches who isn't already on the list, turn them away.
What if they won't turn away?
then you can kill them.
Yeah, then that is an act of aggression.
No, it's okay. He looks at the list. Okay.
Alright?
Well,
Is Isaiah's name on there first?
Isaiah still has a list. Is it on there?
no.
He writes his fucking name on there. Isaiah McCraw. Is the sheriff on there? Out of curiosity.
The sheriff is not on there.
He writes the sheriff on there as well. You also.
So,
You
what
also
happened to the...
sorry,
Anyway.
Isaiah writes one more instruction. If the sheriff is here, defer to him for instructions.
I don't even know this guy, says Carl.
Well, it's on the list now. Just hands it back.
He sighs. This weight grows heavier each day.
I'm sure it fucking does. Just do your job, please.
He scratches his beard. He picks some lice out.
Eat some.
He eats them.
Yes.
Oh god.
Okay, he says, have a good trip.
And you, sir, and you.
As you ride away and get out of his... Fred waits a bit to be away from him.
So
God.
what direction were we going? Turn right?
Yes, south, back into town. You're riding into Dodge. At this point, I would guess 45 minutes have passed. You get there, you know, in another 15 minutes, so it's probably 10:30 now. Make me a perception check, both of you.
Pass by, that's 11. So pass by 5.
Oof, crit fail.
Oof.
Oh.
Success by 5.
Alright, well, Isaiah notices Fred occasionally drinking from a flask, kind of half-assedly concealing it.
Well, Fred, can I inquire as to what's inside of that flask of yours?
Whiskey, he says, looking delighted.
You sure that's the best idea, considering what we're about to go and do?
It might be the best idea ever, he says.
You able to...
You ain't
Oh.
met this guy yet.
No, I have not, but... Are you able to operate at your peak when you are inebriated?
Fred waves at you. No worries. I got 2 guns for each of you.
Uh-huh. Okay, this is gonna go horribly. This is gonna go horrible.
I shamelessly stole that line from a western where Doc Holliday is completely fucked up and someone's like, can't shoot in that state. I got 2 guns for each of you, because he's seeing double. Anyway, Fred puts the flask away, looking a bit sad. You ride into Dodge.
Okay.
You run into those cowboys you saw earlier. They give the group a hard look. About 5 of them. They aren't armed at this point, though, except with knives.
Okay.
You them assholes that live out at that ranch?
Mia's not answering.
So, we don't want no trouble.
Oh, yeah. No. But, the guy you're looking for is at the ranch, says Fred. Like, he describes Darren and Jacob. Go there, and if you meet a guy with a beard, tell him to fuck off. All right, they say. Better go get our guns. They head to the sheriff's office.
For fuck's sake.
So you,
Fred's looking pretty fucking pleased with himself after they leave.
so Fred, you just sent 5 men with guns to go and attack Carl?
He'll be
Yes,
fine.
that is what I did, says Fred.
We know to trying to help him.
I'm more worried about the Cowboys than Carl.
Honestly, I mean,
He's only one man though.
he's one man that can tear the head off a horse barehanded.
I mean, that is a good point, but Hoss don't necessarily fight back though.
Oh, they do. That's why that one got fireballed.
Uh, alright, fine.
You know, the horse kicked the wizard, and the wizard fucking fireballed it, says Fred, shrugging.
I'm still okay.
Uh,
What the
the
fuck?
green guy's not happy about it, by the way, so, yeesh, Fred looks at your horse. Uh, let's not take the horse when we go talk to him. Why don't you ride with me?
Yeah, okay.
That horse has clearly been treated like shit, says Fred.
Yeah, I was gonna feed it, but yeah, I ain't had a
Well,
chance to yet.
why don't we just leave it at the barn here? I don't want to answer questions about why its ribs are showing, he says.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is a good point actually.
Yeah, this guy doesn't seem to take animal being killed or treated badly very well.
No.
The sheriff is shutting down the buffalo yards. You can see him down a ways.
Mhm.
Nope. He's waving at some guys that are bringing buffalo skins. Like, nope. Get the fuck out of town.
For how long?
He's
The
got a
foreseeable future.
he's got a 12 gauge shotgun with him, and he looks like he's about to use it on the guy that's arguing with him. Hey, you guys. He waves you over.
I guess we walk up.
Help me convince these assholes to leave.
Sir?
The assholes in questions look kind of irritated about being called assholes.
Have I got anything I can use? No. Would leadership work or not? No. Yeah? No? Would it?
No, this would be more like a persuasion type thing.
Which I don't
Maybe
have.
fast talk, depending on how you approach it.
I have neither of those, so it's fine.
Well, you can just try talking to him.
Excuse me, sir. I do believe that right now is not a good time for you to be here.
This is our job and our livelihood, they yells the leader.
Yes, sir. I understand that, but honestly, right now is not a good time. I'm not saying you gotta go forever, just for now.
Fred has just pulled out a rifle and is kind of casually sitting there. Well, I guess. Yeah, he still has his horse, so he's sitting on his horse.
Mhm.
He's not exactly pointing at any of them, but it is definitely in their general direction.
Yeah, Isaiah just changes his stance slightly and lets his hand rest on the gun at his side.
Fuck you then, says the leader, aggravated as the sheriff has apparently taken their guns. These men definitely have guns.
Oh yeah, they've got big guns
Just
as well.
not on them. Yes, they have got buffalo hunting rifles. Like the Sharp's Big 50.
Yep.
Look, says the sheriff, we can work on this tomorrow, but today, he points at, you can just see a cloud of dust, still miles off. That, if you're here when that gets here, you are gonna die, says the sheriff. He looks at you, the group, for support.
Yeah.
Looks at him, area in particular?
He nods. I'll try my best.
No, I'm just tell these guys they're gonna die. You think? I mean, what's gonna happen when he gets here if they're still here? Says the sheriff.
Oh, he'll use his magic to flatten out the entire city.
The fuck? What? Says the sheriff.
Darren didn't tell you that?
What the fuck?
He did. He did. He said that he destroyed the city. He did
Well,
say
yeah,
that.
but
He didn't
he
say
didn't,
how.
he didn't say how.
No, he didn't
Like,
say how.
what?
He just said he destroyed the city.
Fucking hell! Get out of here! Says the sheriff.
We should probably head on to Terran.
Yeah, you go deal with that. You motherfuckers, you leave now, says the sheriff, waving his shotgun directly at them. We can talk about this next week. They angrily pick up their skins and depart. Not sure I should give those boys their guns back, says the sheriff.
I would
After they
suggest.
locked up.
I would suggest against that.
They're locked up right now. I think they'll stay that way till this is resolved.
Yeah, I do not blame you, Sheriff.
Alright, well, I will be here. Obviously, let me know what's happening.
How many we got? There.
I gotta keep dealing with this shit, he says. I gotta get all these assholes out of town before this guy gets here.
How many guns could you muster at a shot notice, Sheriff?
6.
Fuck. All right.
I remember him having like a stockpile of them.
Yeah,
He
no,
did.
Like before,
so that's actual guns, not people to use them.
More if I used theirs, he says thoughtfully. Yeah, no, his stockpile has started running low, and his resources are diminishing, as is your group. Things have not been going great, and yeah, I don't know. He says like I could potentially get just more folks and give them some handguns and shit, but like
Yeah,
I don't know what that's. I don't know how that's gonna help if there's like 3,000 cattle stampede through the town. So
Yeah, I was more talking about long arms and short arms, but all right. Okay, that is something to mull over, I guess.
if ever they get passed by us, try concentrating on the cattle. He'll try using his magic, and it all passes through the animals.
the what now, says Fred?
How the fuck does that work?
It's almost like a ritual where the cattle would use their own energy to strengthen it.
Oh fuck me, says Fred.
As I leans over to Fred. So do you actually understand that?
uh,
I did not follow that at all.
uh, my understanding of it is he borrows the cattle's energy or something, says Fred.
Isaiah looks over at me. Is that true? Is that how it works?
In a simplified way, yes.
So why the fuck did you just say that? Alright, fine. Okay, look.
You got a map, says Fred?
I do. You know how to read a map?
Yeah, he says. Can't read text, but I can read a map.
Alright then.
At least the not written parts. I mean, Fred's not like totally incapable of reading, but there were not a lot of cures for dyslexia in this time. He points to an area on the map which Isaiah rode through, which was just
Flatland.
flatland. Yeah, it's like see here on this map where this is a canyon.
Yeah?
Was it a canyon when you came through? He says.
Oh shit, no it was not.
Yeah, green thing did that, he says.
Oh. Oh dear God.
Like, he ain't no joke, says Fred.
No, I can see why you're all so scared of him now. Alright then. Shit. Guess we best get ready for this.
So, you gonna talk to him, says Imia? Imia, says Fred.
I'll try. Maybe I can convince him to not go for revenge and at least try to threaten the city of Dodge of changing their ways. That's the best I can think of.
I mean, if I might suggest something, I mean, what if you, sort of, I mean, humans is animals as well, ain't they? And if you don't want animals killing animals, then, you know.
Uh, Fred shrugs. Maybe. He didn't seem very fond of people.
No.
I mean, that was the impression I got, he says, looking at Imia.
He didn't seem too bothered by us. It's more of the mistreatment of the animals.
Yeah, we're not cattle ranchers or cowboys, says Fred, so he wasn't real angry with us, but he did ask us what the fuck we were wearing. He points at
Yes.
Isaiah's leather hat.
Yeah, snakeskin boots.
Yeah. He, if he asks you what those are made of, I'm not 100% sure you should be honest.
Yeah, perhaps I won't be, I don't know.
But yeah, he considers these creatures his kinfolk, so in his mind, you're walking around in his friends' skins.
Right, okay. This,
Anyway,
this, this fellow sounds very, very strange.
I don't know what the fuck he is, but he ain't human, says Fred. Alright, you ride slowly towards the dust storm, or quickly, or...
Weren't we
Quickly.
walking?
well, you left the scrawny nag. Fred wasn't gonna leave all the horses. But you could leave all the horses if you want.
Aaron's gonna leave his horse.
Alright, then Fred will also leave his horse.
Okay.
He already talked to our horses and decided not to do anything to us, but who knows, says Fred.
Yeah, alright.
Fucking horses told him about the Crassus fireballing one of them.
So
Oh,
who
did
the
we mention
fuck's...
that?
Yeah,
He fucking talks to horses, this guy.
you tell
Cows.
him who the fuck's Crassus? That's another name.
Uh, he's this... How would you describe him, Imia? Fred?
A traditional mage.
I was thinking more like giant asshole, but
Asshole.
but yeah, he's also a mage. So guy should just make fire come out of the air or something. It's fucking weird if you ask me.
So where the fuck is he gone?
He
Uh,
left as soon as he noticed Taryn was coming.
yeah, Taryn was pretty mad with him for the fireball thing, so I think he got the fuck out of Dodge.
As most stand to do. Alright then. That's... Why the fuck did I agree to this without knowing all the details first?
The cowboys ride by at a gallop. They look like they're headed to the ranch.
Oh god, they're going to a massacre.
Well, says Fred. Well,
Let's
go,
focus on Dodge for now.
let's go do this thing.
Yeah, we got more pressing matters. We'll handle that some of the time, I guess.
Fred shrugs. I guess Carl does perform some services, but I'm not sure he'd be a great loss to the world. Alright, so you walk out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You meet it about halfway, about a couple hours out of town.
Okay.
Since you are not riding.
Mm-hmm.
You see the green creature. Humanoid, but, Clearly not.
Features.
Clearly not human.
Yeah, missing a few features.
Yep. He's got eyeballs and a mouth, but
That's about it.
that's about it. Yeah. Wearing a coarse robe. Ah, he says, "You again."
Greetings, Terran.
I'd like to point
Uh,
out that I'm new. I've not met you
yeah.
before.
Who is this person? He says. He eyes your boots. What are those boots made from, sir?
Cloth with wooden reinforcements.
Wooden reinforcements.
They're so clearly not cloth. He looks suspiciously at Isaac.
That was just Steve. Just went, oh fuck, what are they made of?
That don't look like no cloth I ever seen. Says,
Oh well, my mother, she was a seamstress, a weaver. I make all sorts of shit. Look like all sorts of shit.
he apparently decides to accept this at face value for now.
Oh, thank fuck.
What brings you back my way? He says. I am headed to that yonder town. I must judge it and see if it is wanting.
I've come to discuss, actually.
What is there
He'll
to
turn on.
discuss? Have you let my people go? He says. They tire of your enslavement.
I'll turn on. I'll cast animals beast speech, just so I can freaking talk with them at the same time.
Do you have to cast
12
it on the cow or?
on myself.
Okay. So all beasts can understand you now, yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a success.
The cattle are muttering kind of angrily.
In what way? What are they saying?
You don't know.
Well, I don't, but him you might want to
It's up to him you'd ask about.
Sure,
know.
just for the flavor.
Uh, they have seen a lot of shit on their trip north. Uh, he it they're talking about how they have come from various farms where they were, you know, their people were murdered. They're looking at the town ahead, which he has told them has cattle ranchers in there. They're not particularly bright, but that's the gist of what you get out of them.
Your friends seem very angry still.
They have seen much that is bad, he says. Yonder town, have they released my people?
They're working on it. They're trying to reform.
Well, they have as long as it takes me to get there, he says.
I mean, you want to take a more roundabout route down?
He looks puzzled. Why would I do that, human?
Well, it gives them more time to fix the atrocities.
Puzzled. Why would I give them time, he says.
I don't know, just it seems kind of weird that you are gonna kill them when they's technically animals as well.
Ugh. They are not nearly so pure in spirit, he says. Tell me, human, how have you conducted yourself? Hat.
What about my hat, sir?
He eyes the hat. Eyes his hat.
Yeah. Just trying to think. I have conducted myself in the purest way that I could.
Have you murdered your fellow humans? He asks.
I have.
I don't see why you'd be confused about me doing it.
Cause you was the one that said you don't want killed animals. You was gonna be killing them because they kill animals. You
I
was
do
just gonna.
not consider your kind animals. You are too cruel to the world, he says.
I mean, is a fox not cruel to a rabbit?
That is different, he says.
Explain to me how that is different.
Hmm. He gestures at Isaiah, and suddenly you're just leap to a different place. You don't know if physically, but just mentally. Suddenly you are a cow.
Oh no.
You are watching your people be just murdered, chopped up, skinned, and then they come for you.
Okay.
Eventually, this horrifying memory, like that's taken over your mind, stops. For you, it seemed like it went on for. It must have been half an hour, but
Hmm.
the rest of the group, it was just a blink. This is what you have done to my people, he says. Do they do this to you?
If I could show you my memories, then I would. You'd see that I haven't made do stuff not quite as bad as that, but still not anywhere near as good as what I think you think it is.
Perplexed. I will wait here for one day, humans. You will bring me all of my kind and your horses. And if I find that what you have done to the buffalo is true, he looks ominously angry.
Psst.
You have a day. Bring me my people. He and the cattle come to a stop.
How far out town are they? Distance?
About an hour and a half.
No, distance, not time.
Well, that would be walking 6 miles or so.
Okay, so that's how it would range then.
Yes, it is most definitely outside. I believe the curvature of the earth is defeating you at that point.
It is so.
When you start taking like 1,000-yard plus shots, you actually do have to take the curve of the earth into effect.
Mm-hmm. I think that's the range of the rifle as well.
Oh,
So.
God.
Yeah.
Okay. So I assume you turn leave. Unless Emmett does anything.
Emia would stay actually and let you all leave.
You sure gonna be okay here, Emmett?
He nods.
Alright.
Okay, it's the spread.
Alright. So
Two of them
that's.
walk back to town.
Can I quickly do something before
Of
Emmett does his
course.
shit? Um, on our way back, can I look see if there's anywhere that would work as a sniper as well?
I mean, from the town?
No, no, no.
Yeah,
Within range of Terran.
it's pretty flat ground, but it's grassy and
Is there the odd
you.
tree sticking out anywhere? Just a shaded spot?
Yeah, you could find like a large rock that would be
Okay,
a good shelter probably.
okay. I note this and say to Fred. So if we have to go loud, I think we're setting up right here. Be a good idea for me at least.
Nods.
Is it worth just trying it anyway?
What, killing him?
Yeah. I
Afraid
don't.
of what would happen if that went awry, he said.
So am I, but I do not see the town giving up all their cattle, and the horses, and the buffalo. Especially
Yeah,
now that this guy can talk to the buffalo and he's gonna find out what's been going on.
I say we go back to town and make our case to the sheriff that they should absolutely give him what he wants, says Fred.
Alright,
If they don't want to, God, I don't fucking know. Kind of on their heads, ain't it?
I guess, but as Dodge Rangers, ain't it our job to protect them?
Fred considers this. I mean, that's technically the job, but it doesn't pay enough to get killed over, he says.
No, it does not, but I don't fucking know.
I am unsure. I mean, maybe you could take him out. Maybe. It's worth a shot if everything else doesn't work.
That
Fuck knows
is.
what fuck knows what Emmy's doing, he says.
I do not know.
Bob is fairly silent. I mean, Fred is fairly silent on the way back to town unless you have things you want to discuss with him.
No, that's it.
Alright.
Just that one thing I wanted to do.
You have some time, Emmy, as it takes them a while to get back. Are you talking to Tara?
Yeah,
Or
I'll talk with the cattle. Just try to calm Terran down,
cattle
make
or
him seem a bit more amicable.
what do you say to him?
Uh, Not Terran specifically. It's more with the cattle.
Saying to them.
He The first cow he sees, he's looking at his hooves and trying to see if there's any signs of exhaustion on them.
No, they look pretty okay. He seems to have just been going at a pretty slow pace, letting them graze. Aside from their memories of horrible things, they seem pretty well taken care of right now. Do you say something specific to them?
You seem to be doing a lot better now. I'm
Yes,
glad.
yes, says the cow.
Yes, sir.
Moo! The cow moos somewhat contentedly and continues grazing.
He extends his hand out to the cow. Hopefully, he'll let him put his hand on it.
Yeah, it doesn't stop you.
Killing touch.
Taryn is watching you suspiciously. Why do you fondle my people? He says.
Yeah,
Well,
stop fondling his balls.
oh my god. Well, it's a bit my responsibility in my tribe, taking care of the animals.
Oh, that is good. Your people take care of the animals, he says.
We native to this area do. We try to align ourselves as one with the cycle of nature here.
Well, that would make you unique amongst the humans I have met thus far, he says. These town building monsters.
He nods. These white men are weird, I do agree.
They're a plague. Perhaps we should wipe them out together, he says.
He To Terran, he obviously looks like he's considering it. My people have gone
Do you
to.
have acting or performance or anything like that?
Oh no, no, it's not like he's not acting like it. He's just visibly he is on that mindset.
Keep in mind that people also do murder the cattle.
Or
Just,
people have gone
you're just
through
better
many.
about it.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, at this point, like, I am not sure when the buffalo started running out, but they were certainly being slaughtered en masse right now. in Dodge. So,
Mhm.
do you talk with him further, or shall we
Yeah,
switch?
he'll
Yeah.
talk to him further.
What do you discuss with him?
With the come of white men, our sacred creatures, the buffalo and other animals have gone almost its instinct, and even our tribes have started diminishing.
Yes, you should join me in my quest, then, he says. We shall free the animals and put down these, what did you call them? White
White men.
men? Yes, they are whitish, he says. Kind of tan or possibly beige. Beige men, yes, that is what I shall call them. Perhaps we should join forces and wipe these beige men off the face of the earth, he says.
I don't think they're irreparable, though.
Mm,
I've along my travels, I've met some people who would act like sociopaths, but ended up being able to make friends. If
I
people
wonder
like
who
that
that
are able
was.
to shut it.
he, he looks perplexed.
I-
What
If
is a
someone
sociopath, he says.
someone who cannot distinguish friend from foe.
So you're saying you have met numerous beige sociopaths.
He nods.
This does not seem an argument against wiping them out, he says.
Well, he did manage to improve. So if a man like that is able to, I don't see why more normal white men would be able to.
Yes, he says, stroking his knot chin, since he doesn't have one. Perhaps if we enslaved them and used them for food, clothes, he says.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hold up. I'm getting issues. Hello?
Hello?
Okay, I can hear you. I can't hear Lerp though.
No, I can't hear that. Oh, his PC just died apparently.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. TTS just died. Table just died, so give him a minute, I guess.
Yeah, he's typing something.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah. It just crashed.
Okay. So you once met a sociopath, did you?
Yes.
I wonder who that was.
Me too.
Everyone's favourite character.
All right. I'm trying to freaking. He went from freaking killing to slaving now. I have to find a way to like guide that a bit more towards a more pacifist.
Yeah. Yeah, good luck with that.
Oh lordy. Is he back? I still can't hear him.
No, he's not back yet. Oh, wait.
It auto joined the chat.
There we go.
Yay.
Yeah. Tabletop soon. check the Windows log later, but last time it did this, it said crash for unknown reason,
Sounds
as
about right.
Windows is fond of doing.
Mm.
It's not as shit as it was when I was initially working with it back in the 90s, but
Well, back on XP, yeah?
oh no, dude, I started out on Win 3.1.
Fucking hell.
I tested games on Win 3.1 in 95, 98,
Jeez.
when I switched into IT and table.
There we go.
That's so Terran talks to the cows and asks them if they would be interested in eating humans.
Oh, God.
They're like, they look kind of confused. We,
No.
oh,
That's a terrible move.
they're like, we have not tried eating humans, but we are happy with the grass. That's essentially what they say. Perhaps we should force these humans to grow you more, says Terran. I feel that they should be punished, he says to Ymir.
Ymir nods. Punishment. I never said not to punish. However,
What punishment should be the punishment? Perhaps if we slaughtered 50% of them.
oh God.
What's in you do?
He'll pause a bit. From what I remember during my people's war with the beige men, violence will only beget more violence. It was only after
So we should kill them all, he says.
what I'm saying is if you would kill them all, it would only end up strengthening the rest of the humans' desire to make the animals go through pain.
I mean, they already do that, though.
Ymir nods again, but is it
Well,
not possible to make them stop?
since you know these beige men better than I, what would you recommend, he says.
A punishment to make the people of Dodge fear you, and then implement your own measures to ensure the animals are kept properly and treated well.
But the humans have resisted such attempts, he says.
Have they feared you before you suggested to measures?
No, they feared me afterwards, he says.
Well, how about you try the other way around?
Some of them, he says. Some of them feared me afterwards. What are you suggesting, he says.
Ymir shrugs. I'm a man of peace. I haven't really been trained in the art of violence and pain.
Well then, perhaps you should leave these matters to me.
What a shame you don't have Darren at the minute. Violence and pain, that's his thing.
Ymir, you are convincing me that I should handle this now and make them fear me. Is that so? Perhaps we should set off, he says. Perhaps
Um,
I was too kind. They will not fear me for giving them extra time. You are correct. This was a terrible mistake.
I was trying to say that if you won't be able to put your measures in if you don't have a method of persuasion.
I have many methods of persuasion, he says. He gestures at the cows.
So communicating with the humans is not out of the question then.
Well, I mean, I have talked with them, but they never do what they say they will. These beige men. Usually I have to take matters further, he says.
He turns back to the cows. Would revenge really suit them better, or peace and prosperity?
I see one road leading to both, says Taryn. But, as I've given your friends the day, perhaps you should join them and make them fear me. You say fear will be useful? Make them afraid, he says.
You're asking the wrong guy. Fuck.
You're the one who hung around to talk to him.
It
I
was
was
terrible.
hoping I could at least bring him off of his death march and
I mean, you have. He's stopped at the moment.
yeah.
He needs more convincing. Right now, he seems to be done talking with you. Go
Yeah.
forth. Sow the seeds of terror, he says. These men shall reap what they have sown. And what they have sown is death and lunch.
The leaders of Dodge already fear you. So I don't think it'll take much effort.
Well then, go forth and put in the minimum effort.
He'll head back to Dodge.
Alright, Isaiah and Fred get there first.
Mm-hmm. We try and find the sheriff.
The sheriff is at this point, he has gathered some men and is forcing the Buffalo people out of town at gunpoint.
Oh, Jesus.
Isaiah lighting another cigarette, striking the match off his boot.
Fred sips from his flask. Maybe those guys are assholes, says Fred.
Which ones? They're all assholes. Fuck me. Why am I? Oh my god.
Isaiah's already turning into Darren.
Yes, he is. He is. He's already done it. It's only taken like half a session.
The sheriff escorts them off the land without their guns. Unless you're following him, he'll be away from you for a bit.
No, we follow him. I follow him at least.
He escorts them to the edge of town and leaves a couple of guards there. They are pissed. They are demanding their guns back. Sheriff says, you can have your guns tomorrow. If this town is still standing, you fucking assholes. The sheriff seems to, he's just losing his temper at this point. He's fucking had it.
Oh, fuck.
He motions you over.
Sheriff.
You see these guys coming to town today? You have my permission to shoot them right in the dick, he says.
I mean, I don't really know how to hit people in the head, but okay.
Whatever you like, he says, looking at them threateningly. They look
Alright.
threateningly back, but only have knives and hatchets.
Boys, don't worry. It's not gonna be sorted up. Hope. Fucking you best do something. Sheriff?
You should do something, says Fred. You guys should get the fuck out of Dodge. I'm not kidding. There's a guy out there who's planning on flattening this fucking town. Bullshit, says the leader of the men.
No, it's not. I can attest to that myself.
Calling me a liar, says Fred, his eyes going blank.
Sheriff, is this normal for this guy?
Which guy? He says.
Fred.
Yes.
Fred, I don't know what you're doing, but please don't hurt them too much.
I asked, you calling me a liar, says Fred.
Sheriff, can I talk to you, please? Just leave Fred to his shit. Just okay.
Fred's just got his hand on his gun and is just looking at the leader.
Sheriff, please what?
The guy looks like he wants to respond, but he's only got a knife, and he's like, you fucking coward, you wouldn't do that if I had a gun, he says. Excuse me, says Fred.
Oh god, is Fred gonna shoot him?
It's gonna throw him his other gun.
Fred has fast drawn his gun. He's not throwing the man an extra gun. He just shoots him in the head.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, I guess he can get a dodge, but Fred, no, a 16 is not a good dodge.
No, it's not.
Yes, the bullet hits him in the head and he just falls down.
What the fuck, Fred?
Man called me a liar, says Fred.
Oh my god.
His friends are... They check to see if he's alive.
Boys,
he seems to be alive, but he's definitely bleeding out.
Boys, there's no point checking if he's alive, 'cause he ain't gonna be alive for much longer. You got a doctor in town, Sheriff?
Yeah, you boys might want to haul him there, he says. Not looking terribly upset by the way things have turned out.
Where the fuck have I found myself?
I'll give you boys permission to bring this man to the doctor, but that is it. I want you out of town.
Where the fuck have I found myself?
What are you gonna do? Fucking kill us all, says one of them. Yes, says Fred. We could start now if you like. I mean, I guess we already did start now, so we could finish now if you like. He's still got the gun drawn. Is Isaiah doing anything?
Guys? No. Wholesale slaughter of innocent people? Really? Come on. No.
Which innocent people, says Fred?
Those assholes over there. Alright? All they've done is call you a liar. That does not make them guilty of anything.
You don't call a man a liar in this part of the world unless you're willing to back it the fuck up, says Fred. I killed men for less. He spits at them and walks off. They look pissed, but don't go after him.
Boys, you know your friend there is currently dying. Go take
Yeah,
him to the doctor.
they're dragging him away. They look pissed though.
Sheriff,
Hmm?
y'all town is a fucking shithole of a tinderbox that's about to go up in smoke.
Oh, you noticed, did you? He says.
I did. Anyway, we got you another day. And Emu is currently talking to Taryn.
He looks somewhat relieved. Alright.
I do not know what the fuck that boy is saying, but
Why don't you two come with me? We got a few people we gotta talk to.
oh no.
Besides these buffalo hunting assholes.
Alright then.
He leads you into town into like a small office.
Okay,
There's a man in here counting money.
lovely. It's not crisis, is it?
No. He's kind of portly, probably in his 30s.
Is it the guy that Darren Fred brought?
Which one?
The accountant.
Actually, yes.
Oh my god. The one that Darren's a massive cunt to.
Darren's not here though, and
No, he's not. No, he's not, but yeah.
he looks at Fred though. Where's that other asshole you were with? Don't rightly know, says Fred. Fucker took off. Hardly surprising. Can I do to help you? He says.
The sheriff has brought us along for something.
Yeah. Gonna need you to talk to the ranchers and have them release all their cattle today, says the sheriff.
That was
The guy looks at the guy laughs. That's funny.
Yeah,
Not kidding, says Fred.
Yeah, we're not joking.
Fuck you talking about, he says.
All the
This
ranches.
town runs on cattle and buffalo.
Well, for the time being, it ain't.
You're gonna have to give me a... how the... Why?
Because
Why would you... He gestures at his money. Why would you stop this?
because
We could pay this guy off, right?
no, you cannot.
Not sure he's rightly called a guy, says Fred.
They don't strike me as human.
The fuck? Guys, just... like, what are you even talking about?
There's a guy outside of town, about 6 miles away. It's green. Only got eyes and a mouth on his face. It was surrounded by, I don't know, a couple thousand head of cattle. And
He looks interested. He interested in selling?
no, he's interested in killing anyone that's currently herding cattle.
The guy just, his jaw drops. You're fucking kidding, right?
Son,
That's,
I've had a bad day. I'm not in the kidding mood anymore.
this, but, but the money, he says, the cattle.
There walks forward and just swipes the money on the floor.
He
Fuck
looks fucking horrified.
fuck the money. This is life and death now, okay? You ain't gonna be able to take the money with you to the next life. Fuck the money.
If you can't do it, give me their goddamn names, says the sheriff. Oh, alright. He takes out a paper and scratches some names down. Addresses, too. I suggest you go talk to him, because I do not think they're going to listen to me, he says.
Alright, we'll go, I guess.
Alright. The first one leads you back towards the gate, and you run into Imya walking back into town.
Okay. Emia, I swear, y'all talk best have gone well.
Well, I've planted the seed in his head that humans can change.
Is
But
that everything? Is that all
he
you
needs
fucking
more
did?
convincing.
Right.
He's under the impression that all humans are incapable of change. So if we can show that to him, he might let the city of Dodge go.
Right. I mean, we was about to go and try and convince some ranches to let all our cattle go. Could that, be changed enough, do you reckon?
He shrugs. I don't know what he's thinking.
I bet you is currently our best lead, so you best start thinking about what he might be thinking.
Right now, I've mentioned a bit about the wars but of my people and yours, and he started getting a little bit of an obsession with fear when I wanted to explain that violence wasn't an answer.
I mean, violence was a pretty good answer, says Fred.
Yeah, violence only ever gets more violence, though.
I
That's
mean,
exactly what I'm saying.
not if you do it right, says Fred.
Fred, you was a soldier, correct?
Yeah, it's not really a secret, yeah, he says.
Alright, I'm not asking you if it's a secret or not. How many battles did you fight in?
I don't think that's your business, he says.
How many battles did you fight in?
Enough.
One, two, more?
I think I told you it ain't your business, he says, starting to look irritated.
See, all I'm saying is, you fought in one, then you fought in another, and then another, and then another. Violence just begets more violence.
I mean, it did end, he says.
Yeah, but now through violence, though.
It probably would have.
I doubt that, quite honestly.
The undead gone and fucked it up, he says. No, I retake your point, but sometimes murder is absolutely the answer, says Fred. Sometimes. You met them cowboys?
I did.
They're not too fond of them. Find that violence works okay.
Yeah.
Until all of them show up at once, says the sheriff.
So,
True, says Fred.
is he still here? I thought he left us to go do stuff.
No, he's still with you.
Oh.
He's going to the first office of the cattle ranchers with you.
Okay, I thought he was. Okay,
No, he's very concerned about this shit.
okay.
He thinks that you have today to get this fucking squared away. And he knows that there's no way these guys are going to be down for it.
Nope. Okay. Alright then, I guess we should probably go.
Right. Well, there are a couple offices around town, but most of the cattle ranchers live outside at
Mhm.
places like the one that you live now.
Mhm.
Thankfully for you, it's not full of cattle. So the first person you talk to is indeed another accountant, and he's like, I can't help you with this. You're going to have to go talk to the owner.
Where exactly do I find him?
The sheriff pulls out a map.
Oh, Zay pulls out his own.
He starts marking down where the cattle ranches are outside of town.
Zay will copy the notes.
All right, fuck it. Let's get going, says the sheriff.
Indeed.
He heads for the barn.
Yeah.
Got no interest in walking to every one of these places, he says.
And I do not blame you. We ain't got time for that shit.
Alright. I need to use the bathroom, so why don't we take a 5-minute break?
Okay.
Alrighty.
I'll take a break.
Alright.
How the fuck are we gonna beat this guy?
I'm honestly just putting all my eggs in, like, convincing him.
uh, why didn't I take any of the talking skills?
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Ash seems to have gotten a lame PS5.
What?
Keeps crashing on her.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying now it won't switch back on. Reasons I don't buy launch consoles. After the 360 nonsense.
What was the 360 nonsense?
Oh, it initially shipped without any kind of fan or heat sink on the GPU, and people found that you could literally boil water with the thing, and they just died. Like I went through 6 of them.
Jeez.
Microsoft ended up having to pay $1 billion to fix them all.
Oof.
And I still, like, me and other people just fucking bailed because I went to, like, PS3 because, like, fuck this. Because every time you'd ship it back, initially they were charging you to fix it.
Oof.
After you've gone through, like, 6 of them, you're fucking done. Like, it can be a month before you get your console back.
Yeah.
They ended up having to pay me some of the money back. I don't like yelling at customer support, but I got very irate with them about the 6th time around.
Mm-hmm.
The
Understandable.
game group I had at the time, we literally had a spreadsheet of whose console was working any given week.
Jeez.
It was a huge fucking problem.
Mm-hmm. It sounds it.
So yeah, never buying another Xbox console, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Considering they put the Game Pass stuff up for PC, that's fine anyway.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I assume you head out to the first rancher.
Yeah.
It's about 11 now.
No, it's like 2 hours out, 2 hours back. So it's nearer sort of 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
1, 2. All right. We'll say 1:30.
Okay.
Takes you about half an hour to get out to the ranch, which is pretty large.
Okay.
They have several hundred head of cattle.
Okay.
As you come riding up, a few cowboys who are armed ride towards you.
Okay.
Can we help you,
Yeah, we have.
Sheriff?
We are after the owner.
He's up at the house. What you want?
Well, that is his business, ain't it?
To know. Sheriff ain't got no rights here, he says. Sheriff looks sour. Boy, go get your master, says the sheriff.
If the sheriff's still carrying the 12 gauge.
Yes, he is.
So how many cowboys are there?
He's looking fucking pissed. There's like 3 of them.
Son, I do not think you want to be picking this fight right now.
You're looking for a fight, but you just got no right to be out here at all. This is our land.
This is your land, not your master's land, yeah.
Well, it's his land,
So
says one of them.
go get your master then.
Fine, fuck this. They ride back to the ranch. The sheriff waits by the fence. So, not sure I expect this to go well, he says.
Nope, guess we can't just kill him. No, Darren. Isaiah wouldn't say that. That's something Darren would say. Darren say. Can't we just kill him? Just be done with it? No. Okay.
The sheriff is looking just aggravated. We don't have a lot of time for this shit, he says.
No, we don't.
Fred is looking thoughtful.
How much money has Dodge got?
I mean, Dodge itself doesn't have money, really, says the sheriff.
Alright,
People around Dodge have money.
alright. What if we try to buy all the cattle?
Oh, we can't afford that, he says.
Alright.
Fred. Fred asks for your map.
Why do you want my map, Fred?
Just want to see who the ranchers are, he says.
Alright. Get the map out and toss too.
Yeah, takes out his own map and marks them down. Got me a plan, he says.
Care to divulge the information, Fred?
Mm-hmm. I say, these boys don't want to talk. We bring this map back to that green guy. Tell him here. These are the folks you need to go talk to.
And that way they don't destroy Dodge.
Yep. Tell him Dodge is solved. Hell, fucking invite him in to look around.
Yeah, 'cause we ain't got no.
Sheriff's got some boys getting rid of all the cattle parts, hauling them out of town, so
That is a good point.
yeah.
Lemuel, you
Yeah,
spoke to Taryn. You reckon that'll work?
it has a chance.
Sheriff, what do you think?
I think these boys aren't going to give us the cattle, he says. Lest them kill them all.
I guess that is nope, Isaiah wouldn't ask that question.
If we give Terran the map, it could focus his anger on specific parts and not just Dodge as a whole.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, says Fred. I say we fucking invite him to town. Give him a fucking parade if he wants. Then just tell him these folks, they won't listen to us. Go talk to them. Now, I don't expect any of these fellas to live if that happens, he says. But that ain't exactly my problem at that point.
I mean, I'd rather they did, but fuck it.
I'm more than willing to let these. I mean, if they won't talk to me, says the sheriff, and they're right, I ain't got no right to tell them what to do outside of Dodge. If they won't listen. Kinda on their own heads, I think, he says.
I mean,
He
shit.
lights a cigar. They're taking their sweet ass time.
Casualties are always unavoidable, I guess. Fine, we are at war. This is something we're just gonna have to live with. Fine, fuck, let's do it.
The owner and several more cowboys, about 6 alongside him, come out all tooled up with guns. They aren't pointing them at you, but they're all armed.
They're on
They come,
display.
they come to the gate. Yes, they're. Yeah. The fuck you want, says what appears to be the owner. A man in his 50s.
Is that really the way you address us? That is quite rude.
You're on my property, stranger.
Alright, that
Here's my
is
land.
true. Fair enough. Apologize for the intrusion.
My men said you had some stupid ass fucking idea about giving you all my cattle.
No, I think we got a different one now.
Anyway, says the sheriff. Yes. Appreciate it if you'd let all the cattle go. The guy just laughs. Why in hell would I do that?
Safe Dodge?
How's that gonna save Dodge? He says.
Well, you see, there's this green guy, this green fella that's gonna destroy Dodge unless we give him all the cattle and bison.
He looks at you incredulously.
I don't know. I don't think it's a good idea either.
Green guy? What?
A guy
Why?
that's green, as in
Why?
literally green. You know, green guy.
He looks at you.
I'm talking
He
like
looks
he's an
at you like
idiot.
he thinks you've lost your fucking mind.
I'm talking to him like he's
Yeah.
an idiot, like he's a child. It's like, green guy, God's green.
Alright, says the sheriff. Well, I've wasted enough time here. I'd let your cattle go if I were you, because, you're gonna find out that that green gentleman is not nice. He looks at the rest of you for backup.
Yeah, he ain't nice whatsoever. I've met Kyles that are nicer than he is.
Get off my land, says the man. I ain't giving you my cattle. Fuck off.
I ain't saying you give it to us, I'm just saying let him go.
Oh, yeah. Like some other rancher won't pick him up, he says.
And if they
You
do, they
asking me to
gonna
put
toss.
myself out of business just because you saw a green guy?
I'm asking you to put yourself out of business so that the dogs don't die.
He shrugs. Dodge goes under. I can sell my stuff elsewhere.
Not when he's coming specifically for you and your ranch.
Why would he do that?
He's here because of the cattle slaughtering.
I don't rightly understand, says the man. Why, why are we worried about this? Just one man, he says.
A man with an army of cattle, more than your cowboys can ever kill.
He laughs. Army of cattle. That's the dumbest thing I've heard all day. Get the fuck out of here.
Son, sir, you're cowboys. How many do you reckon they could kill? Like a minute, each one of
What,
them.
cattle?
Yeah.
Oh, we're pretty good.
Well, that number. How many do you reckon kill a minute?
Let's find out. Hey, Bill, go back there. Get the hammer. Some cattle. All right.
Oh god. Amy doesn't want to stay for here. He's starting to leave.
Immune stay. Fuck, Isaiah stays. There we go. That's his name.
They get some cattle and probably about, I don't know, 10, 20 cattle. And just start whacking them in the head with a sledgehammer.
Okay.
Fucking Fred looks bothered.
Mm-hmm.
But
So
fuck.
how many trees do you reckon they kill in a minute?
Fuck
Roughly.
if I know. They're trying to find out right now.
Yeah, I know. So roughly how many do you reckon they kill? So RP
Jesus.
versus.
Fuck if I know. I've never tried to kill a cow
With a sledgehammer.
with a sledgehammer. Yeah,
Roll like 3D
I would
3D6.
assume it takes at least half a minute.
Well, per cow.
Yeah,
Okay.
something like that.
Right, so 2 a minute, yeah?
Something like that. Maybe
Fuck.
faster. They're pretty good at it.
Fuck it, let's say 2 a minute, just nice round number. So, sir, your cowboys.
Hold on. He says, watching the hammer fall. We got to get the numbers on this. All right, seems like we can kill it at least 2 a minute.
Uh,
We could probably pick it up some.
but your boss gonna get tired eventually, though, ain't they?
I mean, they're fucking cattle. What are they gonna do? He says.
I mean, what if there was 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 cattle?
And I'd be a lot wealthier than I am today, he says.
But your boss gonna kill that many cattle, are they?
You tell this green man to bring me those cows.
Alright.
I'll acquire some more land to put.
I will make sure that he comes specifically for you, sir. What is your name?
Fred is circling this on his map.
What is your name, sir?
Tillerson. Who the fuck are you?
My name is Isaiah McCraw.
Well, I'd like to say it's nice to meet you, but come talking to me about fucking green men with an army of cattle don't make armies.
No, it ain't the cattle that's made the army. It's the green man that made an army out of the cattle.
You have clearly been drinking too much, he says.
So, and I don't really drink. Lights a cigarette. Yeah, another cigarette.
See him you say anything?
No,
He's
you
gone.
left.
Emil
He's
left.
gone.
How far did you go exactly?
Far enough that you can't see the killing.
All right, you end up going a little bit further because you can hear it.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Crunch.
My hearing's amazing.
Crunch.
Oh no.
There's a couple times they don't get it right the first time too, so you got to go a little bit further before you can't hear it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Fred's like looking at them like. Mm. Fred just heads after him. Yeah,
Yeah, Isaiah follows once he's said his piece.
the sheriff says, "I'm fucking warning you. You don't want to listen. That's your fucking problem. And enjoy your land." He rides after Isaiah. You're
Tails.
right there, Imya, says Fred.
It's just I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, no, that was. Even I think that's fucked up, says Fred. Isaiah and the sheriff catch up around this point.
That man is all sorts of not very nice.
Well, I gotta be honest with you, says the sheriff. Most of the cattle barons, not great people. They steal each other's cows. They have fucking range wars over who owns the land. And they ain't my favorite people, he says.
I've
He's right, though. Our economy does depend on it, and I ain't sure how Dodge is going to operate after this.
You could always grow tobacco.
He considers this. Maybe?
I might know a man that can help you get started with it.
I don't know. I don't know if tobacco even grows there. Probably.
Around there, not near Dodge specifically, but it could theoretically it could.
I'm
It's gonna be
assuming.
hard as hell though.
Isaiah's got no idea
Yeah.
if it actually grows there or not, but
Imia would actually.
Yeah, I'd have to
His
look
people
that up.
grows tobacco.
Yeah, I'd have to check. I don't really know what soil tobacco like. I've lived in states where tobacco's a huge thing, but that's about it.
mhm.
Yeah, and the Kiowa do like have a large territory, so it might not be near Dodge, but they do plant it, and when they come back after the like cycle of their territory, they pick it up,
Makes sense.
they cultivate it. So they don't really grow it, they just let it prosper more.
Yeah, but Isaiah does know a guy that could help him.
Sheriff says, I guess that's a problem for tomorrow if we're still here.
Yeah.
You make your way to the next cattle ranch, which
Do we, or do we just go to Gringo
that's up
Town?
to you. Up to you.
Guys, we even gonna bother the next cattle ranch, or we just gonna...
I figure we should at least fucking warn them, says the sheriff.
I'm unsure if I want to do that right now. That other one was an asshole.
I don't think we're gonna get a much better reception at the rest, he says, to be honest.
Yeah.
You're asking these men to give up everything they have. They ain't nice men. They don't do things out of the goodness of their hearts.
I'd rather we get the people of Dodge ready to make up the show so that Terran knows that it's not the people of Dodge he has to kill, it's the ranchers.
Fred looks delighted.
It
He
don't
starts
necessarily,
circling the other parts on his map.
it don't necessarily sit right with me, but shit, we gotta live.
Look, I will send some boys out to those ranches and just warn them what's coming, says the sheriff. I think we've wasted enough time on this.
I
If they don't
agree.
want to listen, they don't gotta listen.
Alright then. Guess I'd have to do.
Let's get back to town and see what we can do about getting rid of things we don't want I gotta see.
Cattle yards, bison yards.
Yeah, that kind of thing. As you're riding back into town, you see a group of cowboys. They
Is it the same ones we sent off to the house?
it is
Oh,
no, it's not the same
oh,
ones.
oh, thank God. Oh, thank God.
It's not the same ones, and they give you some hard looks, but they see the sheriff and that all of you have badges, and they just kind of ride by. The sheriff doesn't address them. Does anyone else?
Nope.
Nope. Isaiah's got no problem with the Cowboys just yet. He's not Darren. He doesn't shoot everyone he doesn't like.
You arrive back in town. The sheriff says, I've already gotten all the cattle out of town. The buffalo. I'll get some people to load up some wagons. Fuck.
And the
There are
horses,
like
well,
bones and skins and shit all over the place, all over the cattle yards. Yeah, just empty the goddamn barn. You guys go take care of the barn. I'll work on this here.
okay.
Maybe we should get something to eat, says Fred.
We go, Tom.
We should probably eat vegetables. Don't want to get him angrier.
I mean, we could eat.
Fred looks horrified.
We could wait. Hold on. We could eat the meat, so that then we don't have to get rid of so much of it.
Yeah, let's go tell the general store.
I go to the general store. Oh my God.
He can finally go in it.
Fred walks off towards the general store.
Isaiah will follow.
Amiable too.
Fran is working the counter.
Oh my God.
Hey there, Fran, says Fred. She gives Fred a dark look. Yeah, maybe I should shut the fuck up, he says, and proceeds to do so.
Okay, that is strange. Hello there, miss. Is the owner about?
I am the owner, she says.
Oh, well, I apologize. I'm not accustomed to young ladies such as yourself owning stores.
She's still giving Fred a look.
I will come back to that in a minute, I think. Uh, you kind
How
of,
can I help you, she says.
you need to get rid of any animal products that you have.
She blinks.
Meat, skins, leather, anything that comes from an animal. You need to get rid of it.
Why would I do that, she says. That's not good business.
He leans in. Because there's a green man about 6 miles out of town with a couple thousand head of cattle that's gonna come flying this place if you don't.
She looks at Imya.
Why is she looking at me?
This,
For reassurance.
yeah, like,
Is this guy telling the truth?
is this... You keep some bad company, sir, she says, eyeing Fred again, but then looks at Imya.
Wait, who'd she say that to?
Isaiah.
I mean, oh fuck, I'm probably gonna regret this, but why do you say that, miss?
You're right. You are gonna regret this.
Mm. That man helped kill my father, she says.
I shouldn't laugh.
Murdered him.
I shouldn't laugh. I shouldn't laugh.
It was... Fred's like, he backs out of the store. Slowly.
No, Fred, don't.
Like Homer Simpson disappearing into a hedge.
Fred, where the fuck you going? I think you need to answer that.
You don't see Fred anymore, he's outside.
Miss, why do you allow that man in your stall then?
Ain't rightly his fault entirely, she says. He kept bad company. She looks at Imya again.
Did Emil do it? Is that why I keep looking at him?
No.
He knows what happened.
Does he?
I've
I know Anthony does, but does Emil know?
heard the story
In character or out of character?
uh, in character.
Okay. Ma'am, what? Miss, what the fuck happened?
I
Uh,
think she doesn't want to remember the event. Let's just
Darren
go with it.
Floyd happened, she said.
Fucking flawed. Right.
This man, she points at him, yeah, hangs out with Darren all the fucking time.
Because I have to protect my tribe.
She looks confused. Fuck. Anyway, you gonna pay me for the meat and stuff? What? She
No.
sighs.
No, I'm not. I ain't gonna pay for it. He's
So
got
you just
nice of me.
want? You, what do you want me to do? Throw it out in the street? She says.
Yeah, put on a cart. It's probably gonna go get burned or something. I don't fucking know.
She keeps looking at him. Yeah, hopefully, if he'll make some sense of this.
We have to get rid of any animal products, or else he will destroy Dodge.
You sure?
I've just spoken with him, and he's adamant on destroying anything animal related.
That's what I keep saying. Keep saying he's gonna destroy Dodge. So
She pulls out a book and goes through some numbers. Well, the store could stay open if we did that. It wouldn't put me out of business, she says. You're sure you are not just wasting my fucking time? This is not a Darren joke, is it?
Darren left this morning. This is all our plan.
Where'd he go? She says suspiciously.
He shrugs, left me a note, and ran off.
Well, good for you, she says. Lucked out there. More time one spends with Darren, more that man takes.
I mean, she's not wrong.
It doesn't answer to that.
She sighs. I can't unload all this stuff myself.
I can help.
Yeah.
She's got like big sides of bacon and stuff in the back.
Yeah. She's just a 14-year-old girl.
Someone would help me. I can get a cart and we can put the stuff on it, she says.
Yeah, miss, you won't go get a cart. Me and Emmy will help you. And Fred as well. I'll go grab Fred.
I have a cart. I'll set back open, she says.
Isaiah heads out the door.
Take me a few minutes to hook everything up.
Yeah. Isaiah heads out the door, try and find Fred.
Fred is outside downing the last of his flask.
Fred, we gonna talk at some point about what she said. But right now,
I don't know that we are, he says.
Right now, we got shit to do, though.
Clearly. He looks sadly at the flask and puts it away. Gonna have to get some more of that, he says.
I'm sure you are.
So, what's the plan?
We are putting everything on cart and probably burning it.
Alright. Fran pulls the cart around after about 5 minutes.
Just load
Unless
everything
Emiya doesn't want to, I assumed a lot of you help lug stuff out to it.
We all help.
Yeah, yeah.
She doesn't talk to Fred, but Emiya would notice for sure that she's just not as mad at Fred as she was with Darren. You get the impression she thinks Fred's kind of dim and that he can be talked into bad ideas.
She's not entirely wrong.
No, not entirely. Alright, it takes you a while to load everything onto the cart. Fran asks if you guys could drive it out of town. She doesn't want to leave the store empty.
We'll do
Yeah,
so when we get all of the leather product on there.
yeah, we can
Well,
do
animal
that.
product.
Yeah, we
She
can do that.
sighs and lets you take her collection of hats and jackets, belts, a good chunk of the clothing she has available.
Mm-hmm.
God.
She looks a bit pained, but doesn't say anything more.
Well, I guess we should go to any other place we know that has animal products.
Is that Taylor in town?
There is a tailor.
Guess we should
Isn't
go
there a
there.
cobbler too?
Yep.
This is gonna take a while. Let's get started.
Alright, well, how much time do we actually have? Alright,
Half hour.
yeah, we're not going to go store by store. In general, the people start by arguing with you. Does anyone have fast talk or anything like
I
that?
do. Imya does.
Make me a fast talk roll while you're talking to him.
All right. Let me just see what it is. Okay.
Pretty good
8.
roll. Alright, yeah,
No, that's 6.
the first shopkeeper appears to have heard already. He tells you he's talked to the sheriff and seen the dust cloud, and he ain't taking no chances. He helps you throw his shit in the street. I don't got a cart, he says. I don't.
Well, we've got friends, haven't we?
Yeah, but not with you. You go back and get it.
Yeah, go back and get
He sighs as you take most of his stock.
it.
Well, this is the tailor. Probably not that bad. He does
No.
have cloth and whatnot, so
Mm-hmm.
not totally put out. The shoe guy, though, he's like, what the fuck?
That's all my shit.
Make me another fast talk roll.
Oh,
8.
really?
That's 14. Success by none.
Well, this is a slightly harder than average fast talk because this dude doesn't want to. All right, what do you say to him? Briefly.
Okay.
Up here.
Yeah, give me a second. Let me think. You can either keep your stock and surrender your life, or get a setback on finances and hope to make a living elsewhere.
He does not look convinced.
Isaiah moves forwards with his hand on his gun. You can either surrender your life, friend.
Fred laughs. He ain't kidding, says Fred. And if he misses you, I ain't gonna. Guy looks pissed, but is not armed and does not want to fight with you, so.
Yeah, 3 deputies, yeah.
Does he even have money? I think he gives it all to his tribe. I don't think he has money on him.
As far as I know, he doesn't have any.
I've got no idea how much money Isaiah has.
Well, given that you had pretty good starting gear, probably not a lot.
Okay.
I would say he's probably got.
He'll turn to Fred. Do you at least have any money to? Right.
I'd say you've probably got $50 or so.
Okay.
You're not like poor, but.
Yeah.
Sorry, what did you say?
He'll turn to the two. We should at least give him a bit in recompense since he's losing all of his wares.
Go on, Fred. Pay the man.
Can't see how this is my problem, says Fred.
I'm not giving him any of my money neither.
I'm willing to. Fred tries to remember how much ammo costs because I can't. I'm willing to spend about $5 if you don't get out my fucking way, says Fred. $5 worth of lead. He looks proud of himself.
God damn it.
It is so.
Amy
can I
falls.
can Isaiah just check that is the right price?
What for? That would be a lot of lead.
Yeah, I know. So he's gonna go, Fred. You do realize you're gonna pump full of like 8 pounds of lead, yeah?
That's the plan, says Fred.
You hear that, friend? 8 pounds of lead into you. God, where the fuck's it gonna go?
The guy calls you a bunch of motherfuckers, but lets you load up the cart.
Oh, mother fuck was yours. 'Cause that's the line that nearly got Darren killed by Bob too.
He swears at you constantly while you're loading things up. Fred turns around and is like, "Son, I suggest you shut that mouth before I do." Guy gives Fred the finger.
Oh, I really wish Isaiah wasn't such a good person. So he'd reach forward and snap that finger.
That's actually what Fred does.
Oh god.
Yeah, Fred grapples the finger. The guy looks shocked and tries to yank his hand away. Fails miserably, and you hear the bones snap. And Fred continues applying pressure till he's on the floor.
White in the face.
Amy is gonna try to stop Fred.
How? Fred at this point has seized the man by both hands and is now like... He looks like he's ready to just snap the guy's wrist as well.
Isaiah,
Put his head up.
Yeah, Isaiah would like to wrestle with Fred. Try and stop him.
God damn it. Here goes Amy's plan of doing this peacefully.
Well, go ahead and try to grapple Fred.
I mean, he's currently grappling someone, yeah? So is there a minus?
Yeah.
That's not a bad roll. That's a 9. That's success by 5.
That's pretty good. Yeah, where are you trying to grapple Fred?
His hands.
Oh, that's harder.
Oh, which case, no, his neck.
That's not better.
I don't care. I don't care. I succeeded by 5. I don't care.
No, that's no. Fred gets to resist.
Yeah, no.
That's an 8.
That's a
Fred.
success by a lot, isn't it, for Fred?
Yeah, Fred just bounces you back by slamming his shoulder into your chest. I ain't gonna break this man's wrist unless he keeps opening his fucking mouth, says Fred. Just take his stuff. I'm gonna hold him here. The guy tries to escape.
Amy starts putting the stuff away.
Put out a pistol, point at the man, say, son, don't fucking move.
He fails to escape. Fred has him in even a firmer grip now. He's applying pressure, and you can tell the man is in agony, but you haven't heard it snap yet.
Okay, put the gun away and just move shit as quickly as possible.
By the time you leave, he's crying.
Oh no.
I'm guessing he won't let Amy do any first aid on his hand.
I mean, you can ask. Fred finally lets him go and kind of shoves him back.
I know a bit of first aid. Will you let me?
Come on, Isaiah, try as well.
After Fred walks out, he will let one of you look at his hand.
Can we both try?
Probably Imya, because he's the only one who hasn't threatened to kill him so far.
5, 11, that's a success by 4.
Okay.
Alright, well, you can tell that the finger's broke. You could reset it. Which I assume you do. That doesn't feel good.
So I also at least try to put I forgot the name.
Splint.
Yeah.
Yeah, you managed to put a crude splint on.
Just so he doesn't move it too much.
He tells you your friends are assholes.
He sighs.
I know.
Yes.
Ruin my life. Break my hand.
Threaten to
Fuck
kill me.
you.
I'll I'll give you my next pay for this. Uh,
He just cries.
when the army of cattle comes out, stay indoors.
An army of cat.
After that, he leaves. He lets him in his confusion.
Guys, what the fuck just happened? Did the sheriff's men just threaten to kill me, and break my finger? What the shit?
He'll understand when the army comes.
All right, there's a tannery.
Oh God!
Oh,
You
fucking hell.
probably best Fred. You smell it as you get close.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking vile.
Mm-hmm.
Amy almost gets sick.
Yeah. I don't know. What the fuck are we gonna do with this place? Says Fred. Burn it down?
I mean, that was what I started thinking. It's gonna
I'm
be
on the
easy
same
to do.
thought.
It's gonna be the easiest way of dealing with this.
What if
Let's
we
at
got
least talk to them.
Crassus to help? That's Fred.
Didn't Darren say Crassus left?
Darren did, but you haven't met Darren. Wait, no, they do know, because it happened that session.
Yeah, but you don't know where he went.
No. I thought you said he left.
Oh, I mean, I heard he left, but he might be at his house. He's got a house here in town.
I mean,
Barnabas too.
guess you could
No, on
try.
Crassus he wouldn't have stayed.
He's worth a shot, I guess. Ain't
You
gonna
never
hurt.
know.
Ain't gonna hurt a check.
I'll try talking to them while you go find Crassus.
Good luck, Emu.
All right, it is disgusting. Make me a will roll.
Good thing my will's high.
Yep. Oh my god.
11, 12, 13, 14. That's my will.
That was
I think it's
almost
a
bad
16.
enough. Yeah, you got
Oh,
a
it's
16.
15.
15. Oh, that was close. All right, you managed not to throw up.
Oh God! But he's almost at that point.
Yeah, yeah. Literally every house I've bought has had something in the paperwork saying you're not allowed to run something like a tannery on the property. I'm like, is that a thing I'm likely to do? No. Yeah, the place is bad. There's a very smelly man, but you can't fucking tell. Your nose just fucking gives up after a bit. I don't know if you've ever been like sprayed by a skunk or something. Like,
I've smelled the smell, but I haven't been sprayed myself.
yeah, so I had a dog get sprayed
Oh.
while I was there, and like the smell is so bad that my nose just stopped smelling for a while. It
God.
just went, "What the fuck is this?" and shut off. And I'm like,
I was lucky enough that I was far away.
Oh, it's nasty. This is something like that.
All right. So he's
What
gonna
do you
get
say to him?
Do you know where the owner is? I'd like to talk to him.
Oh, I'm the manager. What you need? Got some skins you want to sell?
Well, I have a bit of a tall tale that is a bit of a life or death matter.
Tall tale, you say?
Yes, there's...
So like a big lie. That's...
Well, it would sound like one, but...
Why did we leave him by himself again?
Because he said it would.
So you came here to tell me a life or death thing about a lie.
Well, not a...
Sir, I am very confused. Do you want to sell or buy some leather?
Oh, can Isaiah go back?
Can
Isaiah go on help, please?
No.
Well, you notice
Emia
still isn't out, but let's give him a minute or two. So you want to lie to me about life? I am fucking confused by you, sir. Why are you telling me? I didn't ask for tall tales. Are you some kind of Native American storyteller?
I'm Native American, but I'm not used to the sayings of this language. Let me just explain myself. If can they see the cart outside?
Uh, actually, the cart is about full. You don't think you could fit this guy's stuff
I,
in
j-
it at this
I
point?
still wanted to show him the cart.
Uh, yeah, I'll buy that if you want, he says.
No, we need to. I'm just saying we're collecting all the leather to burn it because
Excuse me?
there's someone who's coming to town to destroy it because of animal products.
This is your tall tale.
It sounds like one, but I assure you the truth. The sheriff sent me to get all of the products burned.
Right. Isaiah walks in at this point. Guy's like, I am confused. Look, I can give you a fair price on some of those goods.
Yeah, well, have you been confusing this man again?
I'm not good with English. I'm trying to.
He's been telling me tall tales, says the man confusedly.
Oh, you're not meant to lie to the man. Tell him the goddamn truth.
I am telling the truth. Isn't Tall Tale like an unbelievable truth?
No,
No, tall
it's a
tale
big
is
lie.
just unbelievable. Full stop.
It's like a myth,
Oh, oh
like folklore or something like that that isn't true.
no, I'm in like
Tall tall tales in the U.S. are like it's the Paul Bunyan and his stupid ox. You know, Paul Bunyan is 50
yeah.
feet tall or some
I was
bullshit.
more acting in character.
Yeah,
Yeah, Anthony knows
uh,
about him. He doesn't.
yeah. So yeah, the guy's looking fucking confused.
Oh, look, sir, I'm now going to tell you the truth, alright? About 6 miles south of Dodge, there is a man. Well, let's call him a man. He's green. He's only got eyes and a mouth on his face. He's
Puts his
got
hands on his sir.
he's got a couple thousand head of
I
cattle. He's coming
sir,
here.
I have work to do.
And sir, so do I.
Why are you? Look, do you want to sell that stuff?
No, I want to borrow yours. How much? Everything you got. Absolutely everything.
What, you want to buy the store?
Fuck it, why not? How much?
500, he says.
Yeah, you got $500 on you?
I give all my money away to the tribe.
You, what the fuck? So I ain't got $500 right now. Would you take a credit note?
No, he says. Fred, meanwhile, is walked behind him.
I mean, sir.
Fred appears to be looking around, but
Okay, that's no.
I get a feeling he's gonna start a fire.
So, all this shit, is it flammable?
well, yes. Fire's dangerous in here, he says.
Light cigarette.
Oh god, Amy's getting ready to
He
run.
looks fucking horrified. Sir, you might kill us all. At this
I
point,
think that's his
Takes a long
plan.
draw. Takes a long draw. Blows smoke in the guy's face. So that is a risk I wanted to take.
while you're doing that, Fred grapples him around the neck and starts choking him.
Okay, let's leave.
Quickly stop the cigarette out of my fucking hand.
The guy does struggle. Not very well.
Not well enough.
I don't know if you've ever seen this before, but yeah, the guy goes out in about 8 seconds.
Jeez. Yeah, so whilst Fred's doing that, I'm quickly just
Fred
stopping
drops
this.
him on his face.
Yeah, just putting the cigarette out in my hand, so make sure no ash falls in the ground anywhere.
He's legging the guy outside of the building before they start burning it.
Well, the reason I wanted Crassus is because he can put fires out. I'm not afraid of starting the fire. I'm afraid
Yeah.
of it spreading.
Yeah, starting a fire is easy. It's, make sure it don't go nowhere.
This place can go up like a tinderbox, he says.
Oh, it is. It was Crassus there.
Uh, he's been here. He didn't.
Oh,
He's aside from standing outside, he hasn't gone to see us.
okay. Alright, so I guess we'll go
Fred
see
is looking.
now.
Fred goes into an office. You hear a "What are you doing?" It cuts off. You hear something that sounds like something slamming into a wall, and then silence.
I wish
Another body, and you're gonna have to pull out.
yeah, I wish I'd made Isaiah a bit more of an arsehole so we could join in all this good fun stuff.
Fred hauls the body downstairs.
Maybe goes and picks it up.
Yeah, Isaiah will check other officers if there are any.
I think this is the actual owner, he says. We didn't have much of a conversation.
Are there any other officers or anything? Any other rooms?
No, it looks like it was just these two guys in here.
Okay. Alright, let's go see if your friend Crassus is here.
Alright. Fred leads you to Crassus's house. Is Imia joining? What are you doing with the bodies exactly?
He's just laying them on another building, so they're not like in the middle of the road where they can get hurt.
Prop them up.
You leave them outside one of Dodge's 17 taverns.
Just prop them up against the tannery.
Imia's already hauling the first one away. Do you tell him to stop?
No. That's me taking the piss.
Fred just grabs the other guy by the hair and drags him after him.
Oh god!
The guy starts to wake up until Fred punches him in the head.
Oh.
Fred, you are a very violent individual. Anyone ever told you that?
Yes, you'd be surprised.
I don't think I would.
People always fucking mention it. What is the problem, he says.
Yeah, I don't think I would be surprised by that.
He clocks the guy again just to make sure.
Yeah, I'm definitely not going to be surprised by that.
I think I broke his jaw, says Fred critically.
Oh
I says, look, yeah, I think you might have done, actually.
Oh well, guess he won't mouth off at me again.
Mouth off,
He dumps him on top of the body Imia just put down.
He didn't say nothing to you, he didn't mouth. Can we go find your asshole friend Crassus now, please?
Everybody else has to deal with it when Darren is in the picture.
What was that?
I gotta warn you, says Fred. If you think I'm an asshole, you ain't gonna like Crassus.
Is he like you? Does he hit people for no fucking reason?
He burns people for no reason.
Oh, fucking fantastic.
Side note, I don't think he's actually done anything for no reason.
I don't think so either.
I mean, he pissed Darren
But
off.
Isaiah doesn't know better, so...
No, he pissed Darren off for no reason.
No, he did that for his personal enjoyment.
Oh, so he did that because he's a cunt. Lovely.
Alright, you arrive at a small cottage. And indeed, Crassus is inside.
Where did he go then? See, he rode off.
He looks up and goes, ugh. God damn it, what do you want?
Is this Crassus?
Yeah, that's him, says Fred. Good to see you too, says Fred. Says Crassus, obviously sarcastic.
Afternoon, sir.
I am about to head out of town. Is there something you want?
Yeah. Apparently you can control files or some shit.
Yes.
I think we're gonna need your skills right now, right quick.
Do I get to light something on fire? So?
Sure, as long as you don't stop spreading anywhere else.
What are you talking about?
Need you to set the tannery on fire.
Oh, yeah, the sheriff swung by, said you guys were trying to clean everything out. That makes sense, he says. I could probably do that before I get the fuck out of here.
Finally,
I do
so
not want to meet that Terran guy again. He does not seem delighted with me.
was oh you're the guy that threw the firebar at the horse, yeah.
The horse kicked me, he says petulantly.
So you set it on fire.
I mean, you punched me, I set you on fire, he says.
So it sounds like you got a bit of a temper problem, but whatever.
I ain't got a temper problem, I'm just tired of hanging around with assholes, he says. He gives Fred a meaningful look. Fred smiles blankly. The two of them don't talk further, but it's clear that they are special friends.
Yeah, yes. Almost as
All
special
right,
as
well,
Crassus and Darren.
Crassus grabs some stuff. Stones. Fuck he's doing. This crystal.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go.
Alright.
So you get to the tannery. He
Mm-hmm.
kind of looks at it and goes, I don't think you need my help starting a fire here.
No, don't. I just light a match and drop it in there.
Are you, are you going to walk in and drop it in one of the tanks? Or like...
Yeah, fuck it, why not? Drop it in the tanks
Oh.
and run.
It goes up fast.
Oh yeah.
Make a dex roll.
That's not bad actually. I have good decks. That's not. Ooh, that's 12. I have a dex of something.
Yeah,
Make
that's
more like
good enough,
14.
I'm pretty sure.
14 decks, I think. Mouse, where are you?
The mouse has escaped.
Dex 14, so that's by 2.
Yeah, you haul ass and get outside before it goes up. Like a giant tinderbox.
Damien turns Crassus to the cart of leather as well.
Just not the cart.
Crassus
That
is busy. He's circling around the building and putting fire out as needed. You can see when he hits a section of it that it snuffs out a whole big area.
So, Emil, that cart isn't actually ours. Kind of want to save it if possible.
Alright, so we'll have to bring it further out of town.
Either that would just dump everything here and then burn it here. But just, get off the cart first.
Alright.
Because it seems like that young lady that owns Jenna Star is already not very happy with you and Fred. You really want her to be even more unhappy with you.
He nods and starts picking the stuff off and throwing it in the fire.
That's a good idea, actually. Isaiah will join.
Soon the horrible stink is joined by burning bacon and other things, and it does not create a better smell.
It confuses the nostrils instead.
It confuses the nostrils.
It doesn't smell great.
Isaiah.
Crassus is sweating and tired as you finish up throwing the shit in, and the ceiling caves in. The walls start collapsing. Crassus is kind of desperately moving around, trying to keep it from spreading.
Yeah, work, you damn now, work. Do something
By
useful.
the time it takes it a good probably hour to finish burning.
Yeah, that's fine.
But there's almost nothing left when it's done. Whew, those Crassus wiping sweat from his face. That's fucking exhausting.
Yeah, it looks it.
You need my help for anything else? I want to get out of here before that Terran guy shows up. I think he's got it in.
Damien shakes his head.
I mean, I don't really know what you can do, so I'm gonna say no.
He shrugs. Wizard shit, he says.
Well, like pulling rabbits out of hats and shit.
He gives Isaiah a look.
Isaiah doesn't know. He's not been around wizards and shit.
He looks at you in like a mixture of disgust and pity. Where'd you get this one? He says to him.
The sheriff brought him.
Oh, good. The sheriff's so good at assembling elite strike forces, says Crassus.
God damn it.
Let me guess, this guy wandered into town this morning.
He turns to Isaiah. Did you?
I mean, yeah.
Fucking knew it, says Crassus.
Well,
Oh my
at least
God.
I've been part of an elite strike force before.
Well, you ain't part of one now, he says.
No, I am slow to come to terms with that, I think.
No, if you don't need me further, I'm gonna get my stuff. Get out.
I think it's about time we should head off and talk to Terran again, if the sheriff is ready.
Indeed.
Going to,
This is also where we will call the game.
yeah, it's 5 past 10.
So, you are
Stop
prepared to go talk to Taryn.
Should I stop the stream then?
Yep, we'll pick up here next time.
Bye, stream.
Wednesday.
Bye.
Bye.